And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
All right, we just heard Fog Lights by Temples featuring our very own writer, John McKenna. Heyo! And then we heard a song by the band Morphine that was better. Wait, both better dead. Almost got me. Did get me there. And that is the bands from the UK featuring our very own writer, also, Alexa. Heyo! It's two bands that are have writers that do the. Anyway, I'm Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle sitting over there picking her nose. And we are on with, for our first time, technically, but we've got a couple of repeat offenders over here, Wyrmlord. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourself, what you do in the band?
Go ahead, Tyler.
Starting in the middle, okay.
Yeah, let's change it up for a change.
I'm Tyler, and I do vocals and guitar.
I'm Steve, and I play drums.
And I am Nick. I play the bass guitar.
And the...
Vocals?
And the...
Synth?
Yes, there we go.
And the...
And the Geddy Lee.
Yeah, I'm the Geddy Lee of the band.
He plays Geddy Lee.
You play the Geddy Lee.
I play the Geddy Lee.
Nice, dude.
Apparently.
You could buy a
According
Geddy
to
Lee on
Steve.
Amazon, and he learned how to play it.
Perfect, dude.
Will.
So give me a little bit of the backstory of how Wyrmlord and the spelling. Oh, man.
Well, the band is all Tyler's fault, so he's got to tell you.
Yeah, Tyler.
Dang it, Tyler.
Well, Steve and I are big fans of a band called Immolation.
Yes.
And we had always talked about doing, full disclosure, we're from the band Gorfinage, who has been on this show before.
You're
and,
from what?
Yes, Gorfinage.
Yeah, I know.
You got
heard
that
of those guys.
officially
Sorry, the
on record.
notorious Gorfinage.
Full disclosure.
We apologize.
But we had sort of floated the idea of doing like a Immolation style death metal album with Gorfinage, and Gorfinage went on a extended hiatus, and we were talking about doing a doom band or doing something else, and I think I said, well, why not do the Immolation sort of Morbid Angel atonal death metal band?
You got to talk about the night that you pitched it to me, because...
Well, it was your housewarming party.
And you were...
Drunk.
Yes.
Wait, this was the housewarming party we were at?
No, you guys were at...
The house.
You guys were at
Colding
Jenny's graduation party.
That was the night I ate
Oh.
This was
200
before.
milligram edible. It was fantastic.
Yeah, Nick was also blazing.
Well, and Nick the bass player, and I have always talked about starting some sort of band together. We've
It was a doom band called Demon Dust. We wanted to
we were gonna
Demon
do
Dust.
Yeah,
Demon Dust.
You guys should still do that.
it was
Yeah.
named
It
after
sounds like a hair metal band,
No,
though.
it was like a
Kinda,
protein
yeah.
powder, wasn't it?
It was
Demon protein powder?
10,000% your daily value of B12 or
Yeah.
some crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
Solid band name.
I like it.
But as soon as Steve and I came up with this idea, we were like, well, Nick, let's get Nick in the band. He doesn't really listen to death metal, but
No.
he sure can play it.
I
so.
can.
Nick's
It's funny
kinda-
too because I had just gotten a 6-string bass and I showed Tyler a picture of it. He starts laughing. He's like, "What are you gonna use all those strings for, or
Yeah.
whatever?"
He
and
sure
then
showed
I
me.
joined the band and I use all those strings in the band.
right.
Every single string,
Every
on every
single-
single song, every fret.
Every time.
And the synthesizer. And the
the
Geddy
synth.
Lee at the same time.
And the Geddy Lee. I'm salesman.
Well, we just decided we wanted to make a really evil-sounding death metal band.
And we sure did.
We achieved
To
it.
counter how ridiculous Gorfinage is, this is the opposite end.
Yeah.
So
But still
then,
playing death metal, so it's not that different.
when
To the
Untrained
uninformed,
ear, yeah,
it's
it
not-
just
it'll
sounds like
probably
the same
sound
Cookie Monster nonsense.
so when did this lineup form and become Wyrmlord?
Last
When
July?
was your
Last
housewarming
July?
party?
I think
It
we
was last
started
July.
like late July, early August or something like that of last.
So it's been just over a year.
Yeah. And everything is like gone really smoothly,
Yeah.
which is
We
not
just started
very
writing,
typical.
practicing.
Yeah,
Went
of
very
bands
fast.
I've been in.
And then where did you guys come up? How did you come up with the name?
I have no idea. I think
We-
Steve just pitched it randomly. right?
Yeah, me and Jenny were going through like...
It was between that and Lungworm.
Yeah, I think we were
Longworm?
looking
Longworm?
at worm.
Lungworm.
Worm?
The word... It's the word worm. The word worm That's a funny thing to say, 2 words together. Sounded like we were like, oh, we like that word, so let's put other words with it. But then we found like the weird spelling, and I don't
that's like the
remember
medieval
exactly how, but
spelling.
yeah, it was like a goofy spelling
we
to put a
have to
Y
go
in
with
it.
that.
I think with the Y, it's like a demon kind of giant worm, like the worms from like
It is now.
Dune or whatever.
Like,
Copyright.
I wonder
Is that
if
the movie
Urban
with the
Dictionary
the
has the
sandworms or whatever?
Yeah,
correct.
but what's Tremors?
Yeah,
I don't think they
Graboids?
Some sort of movie.
Well, well, it's a big worm.
So
Yeah.
the exact,
And you're the lord of them.
Yes.
I looked
well,
it
the
up
worm
and it
is,
said
he is.
a worm, pronounced worm or verm, is a type of dragon that has commonly appeared in British and Norse mythology.
Oh, yeah, there you
These
go.
dragons have no legs or arms and only the long scale body of a serpent. They are often given poisonous breath and the ability to regenerate or reattach pieces of their body that have been cut off.
Oh, it's badass.
Thank you for researching our band name more than we did.
Yeah,
Also,
Now
I
you
mean,
know.
me and Tyler are Cryptopsy fans, and Lord Worm is awesome, so
don't spoil the secret.
switching the 2 of them was,
Yeah.
that's
Dan's
no
ruined it.
secret. He'll
Yeah,
sue us now.
And there's some musical influence there too, probably, so it works.
And I think we did a quick Google to see if any other band had
Yeah,
that
there
name.
wasn't.
And
So
surprisingly,
we
there
got
wasn't.
lucky.
Bunch
That is
of
surprising.
bands with the worm word. I keep saying those 2 words.
Wormword.
Together. And I think there was even one with the Y spelling, but it wasn't the exact thing that we got. So it's unique enough.
Wyrmlord. L-E-R-D.
Wyrmlord.
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 Worm lard.
That's how we're saying it from now on.
The verb
We're
lard.
Wyrmlord.
Wyrmlord.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
you guys brought 4 songs tonight to play.
4 whole songs.
4 whole songs.
And
We have,
this is the debut of all of them.
we have much more than that, correct?
Yes.
We have
Not
4 more
much
than
more.
that.
We have 4 more than
Okay,
that.
so you have
Is it
8.
We have exactly double
This
the
is
amount we brought.
50% of the album.
Yes.
This is the good half. The other half is filler.
And then, and then where'd you guys record this at?
This guy's house.
Yeah, mostly my house,
We
actually.
did the drums at Mercenary Digital again, which is where
By,
we've done all the
Mr. Scott Creekmore.
Mr. Scott Creekmore, which
Give him a shout.
Creekmore.
Screechmore.
Creekmore. Wow, I can't
Screechmore.
talk. Which
Screechmore.
is
Squeakmore?
Screechmore.
Screechmore.
Screech from Saved by the Bell has a studio up in Beach Park, Illinois, and that's where we tracked our shit. But we did the drums with him, and then Nick has been doing everything else so far.
Yep.
Did you do the
Nice.
mixing and mastering also?
No, I haven't done. Well,
Yeah, these are
sort of. These
we-
are really
We
roughly
should
mixed.
say, yeah, these are more sort of unmastered
This is a
demos.
demo, so to speak.
These are the
So they're
DJ
not-
versions for the club.
Yes,
Well, these
exactly.
are the performances that are going to be on the finish. They're just not like
They're
it's-
close. I mean,
yeah, it's not sounding like it's
we
exactly
still need to
going
do
to
like
sound.
a final mix and master, and then do some more like
Tweak some stuff, put
Yeah,
some more
some-
bells and
some
whistles on it.
post-production
He is
crap.
putting more like synthesizer
yeah,
on stuff.
and
So
maybe
And
some samples. and
literal
shit.
bells.
Literal
bells. Can't have a metal album without bells on it.
Now, are you doing all the crazy excerpts from movies also in this?
Sadly, no.
We dialed that back a lot. There is one. There is so
Much
far, there's
protesting on my
one.
part.
There's one sample so far
What's that
compared to
from?
like Gorfinage, like 45 samples.
The sample?
What's that sample?
It's from a TV show called A Ghost Story for Christmas from England, and it's from a 1978 or 79 episode that I don't remember
random.
the name
What?
of it.
How the fuck did you find that?
Because I watched it, and it was good.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Truth
don't remember the
comes out.
exact I don't remember the exact name of the episode. As soon as I found it, I messaged it to you guys, and I'm like, this.
It works very well.
Any
as you'll
sample that's
hear.
not ridiculous, the funny ones we say for Gorfinage, but the ones that are like, this could be taken seriously, so we put it on the first song that we're going to play.
Yeah.
Unrelated to the
What a
actual song.
segue.
It just sounds cool.
Hey,
Yeah, on that note,
So the song that we're going to play is called what?
Uni halvus means it basically translates to sleep paralysis in Finnish.
Oh, this sounds super
Of course,
creepy.
duh.
It's actually I wrote the lyrics and they're like about like personal experience and then like the lore of sleep paralysis.
But
You know
while
what's-
you were in Finland.
You know what's crazy
Yes.
though? You're not the first person that has come on our show and dealt with sleep paralysis
Have
and
you
has
dealt
written a song about it.
It's terrible.
Nick,
Yeah,
Nick
we-
has the
we've
sleep
heard.
paralysis
Yeah, there
struggles.
was-
Terrible.
I've heard some terrible stories about it.
Like
It
you
sounds
literally
super
feel like
scary.
you're about to be murdered like in
Oh
your
my
fucking
God.
bed. It's nuts.
Jeez, guys.
We hope that's
Yeah.
what this song conveys, that feeling.
I sleep
Keep
like a
putting your
baby
body
for the
in
record,
torment for
not
the
to
sake
rub it
of your
in. But
music.
Nick,
All
you
right.
just got to pound your cock out a couple, 2-3 times
Luca.
before you
I
pass
do.
out.
Wow.
I already do that. Maybe I should stop doing
Maybe
it.
Yeah.
slow down then.
The Lord is mad at you.
Letting out too many endorphins or something.
Something crazy.
Something weird. Well, let's do it. Let's play the first track. I cannot pronounce it. Say it one more time.
Uni Halvus.
You would say that.
It's he would. It's gonna be the
And I
first
just
song.
did.
It's gonna be the first song on the album too, so it's a good one to play first.
Fuck yeah.
Yay!
Makes sense.
Dust to dust, ashes to ashes is what is said, but that is not true. Flesh does not return to dust or ashes, it putrefies. It returns to maggots, to stench and to slime.
come check out Small Town Mentality Podcast with your host Ben and
Austin,
we are on every Thursday morning.
with tips on how to be a more efficient racist.
No, we don't do that.
Also, best ways to bag your sister in the sack.
No, I don't think we've ever talked about that.
Also, we do impressions.
We don't do that either. We do have some buttons that we push sometimes.
What? And black people.
Anyways, you can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, and everywhere you get a podcast.
You can find us closest to your nearing burning cross.
No, you can't. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at STM Podcast. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, we're Witherer. Hi, Witherer. And we're addicted to metal on the Metal Experience.
Woo! We are back, the Metal Experience, and we just heard Uni Elvis, also
Yeah,
known
that's how
as
you do it.
Eunuch Elvis.
Eunuch
Yes.
Elvis.
Very nice.
And that song was about how you have trouble sleeping.
Yeah.
It really was.
It's my sleep trouble song.
He has restless leg syndrome.
Just double bass all night.
Yeah.
Restless spanking it syndrome.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
I got that all the time. Not just when I sleep.
So why can't you sleep? You feel like there are demons gonna murder you?
No,
in
I
your
can sleep. I just like wake up, but like it's weird. It's like you're in a state between sleep and awake, and you're like dreaming while your eyes are open.
You never saw that documentary, The Nightmare? It's
Yeah.
been on Netflix.
And it looks like there's fucking people standing in the corner of your room and shit.
Different for
Yep.
different people,
like
but yeah.
beating
Yeah.
off and stuff.
I don't actually see the
Ah,
fucking
yeah,
demon
yeah.
beating off, but
Yeah,
I
fucking
can
pussy, wake up,
feel
bitch.
That- you make it sound more fun.
Yeah. Right.
It. I wish it was that fun. Fuck.
Ah,
You wish it was a guy jerking off over you?
Yes.
Well, all right.
That must be horrifying.
You know
man.
what you need to do?
Fantastic.
You have to out-psych them by jerking off twice as hard as they jerk off.
The problem with that is you can't move. It's sleep paralysis, not
Oh,
sleep
fuck.
jerking.
You need to learn how to come hands-free.
Yeah, that's what you need to know.
Damn, you can do that. That's a fucking skill
Well,
and a half
if you
there,
wear
Tyler.
a butt plug to bed, you can like sort
Yeah.
of kegel it.
Tyler
Do
knows
some
from
kegels.
experience.
Oh, so that's the
it's
trick
like-
to it.
In my
I
years
read
of,
it. I read it on Wikipedia.
Yeah,
my
he
years-
read it on.
Oh yeah, he
in
read
my
it in real life.
years of experimenting,
doing it.
you just butt plug it up and
Butt plug it up.
I don't
and
even
just
know what a
clench your
butt plug
cheeks.
is. I'm sorry.
A butt
Yeah,
plug?
if you stimulate the what's it?
Who is it?
Prostate. Yeah, if you stimulate the prostate,
the
you're supposed to be able to
butthole
do
thing.
That. Yes.
This is the Wyrmlord Health Hour.
Are we on? What camera am I in?
Camera 7.
So Wyrmlord is secretly a butthole reference, is what
Yes.
I'm getting.
Yes,
Ooh.
exactly.
Okay.
It's about my
Worm
butt worms.
lurd.
Tapeworm
Wyrmlord.
Lord.
Tapeworm
So is this,
Wyrmlord.
Tyler, what you were referring to as your band's failures?
Oh
there
yeah,
have
that's
been
right.
numerous. Yeah.
Like
numerous
forgetting our
failures.
names when we play live. Like
What?
Our,
Yeah.
our song names.
Yeah.
I still don't know any of them.
Yeah.
So you guys have played shows.
We
Yeah,
have
we
Yes.
played like
we've played 2
4,
shows,
3?
right?
3.
Oh, 2.
7?
Oh, 3?
8,
85.
4,
I thought we played 2.
9. No, 3.
We went on a world tour once. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I think. Yeah, 3.
Nah, we didn't
Patrick.
do that.
Mill, Burgundy Room, hat tricks.
Oh, yeah, we
In
played
reverse
them.
order. Yes.
Oh, that's right. We played at the Burgundy Room.
How were
Unfortunate-
those?
The Ron.
Those were
Burgundy
good.
room?
How were the responses to Wyrmlord?
Lots of
Hatrix
booze,
was pretty.
heckling.
Yeah, there was many
lots of
boos.
heckling, vegetables getting thrown at
We
us.
need more butt plugs.
Putting on
Plugs being tossed at
Sha-Na-Na,
us.
the usual.
The Mill was a pretty good show.
Yeah, it was good. So
Pretty
far, all the
crowd.
shows have been good.
The Irish Mill.
The Irish Mill.
Good old Irish Mill.
That place is bad ice.
Yeah, like
It has
I go there quite often.
Certainly
Yes.
smells like a badass.
Boom.
If you want bathroom smell all over the place, go to the Irish Mill.
That's kind of
No,
metal,
no.
though. It's kind of metal.
It's metal as fuck.
Metal as fuck, bruh.
You get high off the
But no, the
fumes
Irish
of
Mill is
the
awesome.
toilet
They actually have
and,
like cork dartboards, which is nice.
And then their outdoor area is pretty sweet
yeah, that
too.
deck's badass
Lots of mosquitoes in that outdoor area.
Lots of
you can get West
skeeters.
Nile.
because of that swamp in the back.
Yeah, we played there a million times. Every band I've ever had has played there
Yeah,
at least
same here.
500,000 times.
1/2 of a million.
So we've only played
half of
once
a
so
million.
far. So we have
Smallest stage
math
ever.
number to go.
It
Yes.
is small.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
the smallest fucking
We are
stage
glad
ever.
we're a 3-piece when we play there.
Yeah.
Same with Gorfinage.
I've actually
We had an
played
easier
on
time
a
than other
smaller
bands.
stage than the middle stage. It was at a place called
Yeah,
oh fuck, what was it? Some place in Evanston.
I have too, but not doing metal and shit. But I've played.
I was
At
sharing
like-
a stage with 5 other guys. And the stage was half the size.
Oh, is that Thunder
Jesus,
Down
yeah.
Under?
Huh?
Thunder Down Under.
Yeah. The gay bar there.
The manhole
That's
down in
yeah, that's a cramped stage.
We're playing at the local manhole.
cramped at the manhole.
Cramped at the manhole. That was the show's name, actually.
That's the new album title.
Yeah.
Cramped at the manhole. Yes, that's right.
So Tyler and Steve
Yes,
are
ma'am.
in Gorfinage. What have you been in?
Amongst the Fallen.
Wait a minute. Luco,
Say what, girlfriend?
he was
Yeah.
in a band called Among the Fallen.
Oh, really?
Somebody is suing
crazy.
somebody.
That's it. We're going to have to exchange hand jobs after this.
Yep. Oh, that was going to happen.
Or
either way.
lawsuits.
What year was this?
This was back in 2000. Probably 2011 to 2013 is when I was with those guys.
Luco, you were in a band first. He was in this band from
Yeah.
2009
Eat a
through
wiener.
2011.
You owe them royalties.
So
I don't know you shit. Talk to my lawyer,
Just
baby.
a kiss on the cheek will suffice.
All right,
Me,
deal.
me and Nick also used to be in a band.
Sturdy
The
handshake.
Throne.
Yeah, we used to be in a prog metal band called The Throne, and we were a band for 3 years, but we never got a singer, so
Played,
we
like,
gave
one
up.
Fucking show. I think.
You played one show with us.
Oh,
we did
yeah.
2 before we got you, or
was the bass
sometime
player?
around then.
I was the bass player.
We had another guy,
Oh,
and then
before
we
that.
did a show
Oh.
without a bass player, I
Oh.
think, or something. I don't know. It was that band.
Who-
Unfortunately, didn't go anywhere.
Who was that guy? Whatever happened?
My buddy Sean. He moved out of state.
Oh,
so.
okay.
But that was the first band me and Nick were in, and then Nick's kind of been my go-to bass player ever since. We are still trying to get a
bass
cover
man.
band off the ground.
Yeah,
that
that's
hasn't
not
happened
going
yet.
so well. So
Yeah.
if anybody out there in listening podcast
Yes, can
land,
sing and play
knows,
guitar.
a guitarist that can
And wants to play
guitar, well, come join us.
nothing but Tom Petty songs.
Yeah.
Wait, I meant not play nothing but Tom Petty songs.
Play
But,
everything but Tom.
And then
Petty
Nick,
Yeah.
you're also in kind of the band that's on hiatus right now. That we were
Oh
just
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. Winnie Page is my buddy. My buddy's like solo stuff, and yeah, I play with him. I recorded on his album 2 years ago, or was it a year ago?
What was it? Winnie Page?
Winnie Page. It's like
It's like a solo artist.
yeah, solo act kind of thing. So he writes songs, then he has me record them.
Just
are you Piglet or Eeyore?
Huh?
Winnie Page. kid.
Oh. I would be
Morgan, how dare you?
I'm kidding.
You're more of an Eeyore. Or a
you
Tigger.
insult
Tigger.
our guests.
I didn't
Oh,
come here
that's
to
what-
be talked
That's
down
what came to
to.
mind when I heard Winnie. Okay.
Nick doesn't
I
have to
think
take
Winnie
this
the
shit.
Pooh.
I gotta take this.
Tyler
with the
doesn't
same
have-
guy. We're trying to start like a jazz fusion kind of deal too. So
That's Nick's thing that
Yeah.
he likes to do.
I
Jazz
love the
fusion.
jazz.
He does
Likes
love the
to play a
jazz.
lot of notes.
Yes, many notes, very small amount of time.
Yes.
That's why you got many strings.
Yes,
That's why he got much
the
more
six
mini
strings
strings.
actually more for jazz than it is for metal.
But it works.
Yeah, definitely. I can do a lot of
It
stuff.
cuts through actually because he could play like higher up on the fretboard. Sounds
So
nice.
Yeah.
they said earlier that you're not really into the death metals.
No,
You're just
I-
like
They like mention all these death metal bands. I'm like, who the fuck?
You know what? I want to do something. Nick, can you name 5 death metal bands?
Death.
Wormlord doesn't
Okay,
count.
that counts.
Horrendous.
Oh, there
No,
you go.
no,
Yeah,
there's
they
yeah,
count.
there's a band
Death
called
metal?
Horrendous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tyler
okay.
showed me them.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, I don't know them.
Bassist
Okay.
is killer.
Yeah, they're
That's a good
fucking
way to
awesome.
get me into death metal. Is to show me a
Yeah.
band with.
They sound like individual thought patterns. Death.
Oh, okay.
basically.
So
is,
you mentioned 2 bands that sound the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stephen DiGiorgio was in Death too. I forgot about that.
You got 2.
That guy's from Waukegan.
You got 2.
He is from Waukegan.
Is Obscura death metal, or is that tech death, or is that like the same shit?
Kind of like shitty death.
Shitty death? No, shut the fuck
So
up.
3
Tyler.
bands that
You
sound
don't
like
like
death.
anything.
I like Horrendous and Death.
That
I
is
like
true,
the first
you
2
do.
bands you named.
And then what was the Immolation or whatever?
yeah, that one.
I think I've proven my point.
Emperor? Is Emperor death
Emperor?
metal?
No, Emperor is not
Is it like symphonic death metal or
They
some
are
shit?
symphonic.
they're-
black metal.
They're black metal.
Oh, black metal, death metal.
So Nick is the metal expert is the point I was trying to
Yeah.
make.
I'm
could
more
tell
into,
with
I'm more
his-
into
that well.
prog metal.
With his tool shirt.
Exactly.
But Nick likes Animals as leaders and
Oh, I
Devin
love
Townsend
Animals
and
as
shit.
leaders.
It's not like he doesn't listen to metal. It's just
Oh, I love metal.
the kind of metal
Just
that
not death metal.
the kind of metal
like
that
Opeth? They're
Yeah.
kind of
No, they're not.
That
They used to
you
be
three
half
on this
They
end of the
used to
table
be
listen
black
to.
metal.
well
Oh, they
this
didn't used to be black
this
metal.
particular
I thought that was-
hold on, they're having their own conversation.
It's okay.
There's the
This-
middle Opeth is the best Opeth.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Bloodbath is the best Opeth.
this
No.
I like
this
Bloodbath.
particular band, like the bands that me and Tyler are blatantly trying to rip off, Nick doesn't know any of them. So
No, I don't
Which is
want-
a good thing.
It is a good
because
thing.
Then he writes riffs that don't rip off those bands, so it
Yeah.
makes
Perfect.
it sound
Oh,
more
you probably couldn't hear
legitimate.
their bass player anymore?
nah, you can't. You can never hear bass in death metal
Except my bass.
except your bass.
Yeah.
Turn
Breaking
it
new
up.
ground here.
Well,
you
I think
can finally
I think
hear
a big part of that
hear
is
it.
because I'm tuned in standard and you guys are, or Tyler's.
Yeah.
Your drums are tuned to B.
My drums are tuned to B. That is true.
Tune to be, Morgan. Tune to be.
B.
Well, Tune to Be is another song. So what do we got that we're going to play next?
I would go with
Blood Chant?
Blood Chant. Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
Blood Chant.
Blood
Death
Chant.
Ritual.
Tyler knows the score.
Whew.
Yeah.
All right, so before we summon some demons, let's listen to the song first, and then we'll talk about what demon we just summoned. Here we go.
Yay.
Goddamn right. This is the Metal Experience, and now back to Morgan and Luco.
Bury me in the ditches! I'm Meredith.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm John, and we are Victims. And you're listening to the Metal Experience. Check out our full-length album, Volume 2, Inside the Mind, available everywhere.
All right, we are back with the Metal Experience. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, hanging out with our friends in Wyrmlord tonight. And what demon did we just summon? We just heard the blood chant death ritual. So, Wyrmlord, tell us, what evil beast is among us now?
His name is George.
Oh, George.
Jorge?
Of the jungle?
Jorge of the jungle.
If you're asking what that song's about, Tyler wrote it.
It's just about like
Tyler.
Bloods and rituals.
occult shit, occult rituals.
Every song except the one Nick wrote about sleeping is about occult shit.
So what inspired
We're probably
it?
going to have the same answer.
Was
for all
there
of us.
one particular cult?
I was like, I wrote the riffs, and then I was like,
I need a mishmash of evil words.
And then he was high.
Yeah, and then it all came together really quick, It's just, I get into a zone, and then a song comes out the other end.
An evil zone.
An evil song about death and blood.
And chants.
And yes, and rituals.
Yes.
Perfect.
Death and blood and
Perfect.
chance, Morgan.
So you guys have been a band now over a year. When did you start recording this album?
When did we go into
Fuck.
Scott's?
I'd have to look
That
on
was like
Facebook.
June,
I don't remember when the fuck that was.
Late May, early June, somewhere.
It wasn't that long ago.
yeah, I think
Early
late
summer or
May,
late spring.
yeah.
I think that's right. We did drums
been
in
like
one
2 or
day,
3 months.
and then these guys have been kind of
I'm
recording all the
surprised
other
we've
stuff
gotten
ever
this
since
far in a
then.
year, because like usually when I'm in bands, it takes like 2 to 2.5 years to get.
Because me and Tyler are fucking professional.
Steve and I have like a shorthand where it's like, it's very easy for us to.
Yeah, I
play
will say
songs
Tyler's
together.
probably the most agreeable person I've ever been in a band with. It's usually like, what about this riff? And he's like, yeah, that's fine.
Well,
Steve here is a top-notch song arranger.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
why,
I,
thank
was,
you.
I was gonna say, like, I'll bring in riffs, and I'm like, here are just riffs, and then Steve arranges them, and
It's my cross to bear.
then we have an album.
I always notice drummers are good fucking song arrangers. Anyone
Drummers
else
have to
notice
be
that?
arrangers.
Yeah, that is
I don't know
true.
that. I don't know
makes
why it
sense.
works out that way.
Yeah.
Every band I've been in has just been assholes coming in with 7 riffs that all go one after the other.
Yep, that's me.
And then I'm like, all right, well, let's put this one. Let's move this shit around. So usual deal, but yep, easy peasy, drama free,
Easy peasy and drama free.
which is the album title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the album title?
Vermis Infernum?
Yeah, Vermis Infernum. So
Good, you did that quick. I had to think about it because I didn't want to fuck it up.
It's a badass name.
Furnace.
You guys got some
Vermis.
brownies
Vermis.
coming
It
up.
means
Infernum.
worm from hell, right? In Latin.
Worm of Hell.
Dang.
That's
Hellworm
not Latin.
or
Look at that brownie, son.
I'm gonna eat a brownie now.
You didn't
so
get you
talk
didn't get all the
amongst yourselves.
fixins on it?
Nah, I just like the straight chocolate, my friend.
Straight chocolate.
Ooh, it's warm too.
That's
Fuck
the
yeah.
EP title.
Yeah, watch
Straight
out, it's hot as
Chocolate.
fuck.
Oh fuck yeah.
When do you think it will be out?
Ooh,
It's
that's a
good
tough question.
It's a good question. It's a tough question.
My estimate.
We should have an answer for that, but I don't know.
Before
if we do.
the end of the year.
Sure, let's go
I'm
with
I'm
that.
gonna go with mid-December.
It'll be a 2019 album.
That's my projection for the completed album.
You guys have any artwork or anything for it?
Yes.
We're stealing a famous painting.
It's only been. It's only.
We're
been
holding up a
between the
picture of
three
it right
us.
now.
Yeah. If this were on video, you could see it. You could also see
All I see
Nick
is
in the
Steve
nude.
eating a brownie.
That's
the
the
album
album,
cover.
title or album title, album cover.
Yeah. It's Nick
Steve
in
eating
the
a
nude.
brownie.
Oh, I thought Nick in the nude.
Well, it's me in the nude on the back cooking breakfast.
Me eating a brownie over him.
It's all in the
Tyler's
same room.
playing
It's
with his
like one of
balls.
those things where you fold it out and it's Steve eating a brownie and
It's like the
Tyler
Mad
playing with his
magazine,
balls
like
and
the
then me
image,
cooking
like-
breakfast.
This
naked.
sounds like your
folded.
video concept. Like,
We're too metal for videos.
I like where this is going. Are you drinking orange juice?
He is.
Yes.
It's
this
a
is,
tequila sunrise.
No, this is
It does look like orange juice.
that
it's
sounds
a
delicious.
newly
Doesn't it?
developed beverage called beer.
Man, I miss orange juice.
The
I haven't had orange
future
juice
is
in a while.
now.
The future is
Oh
boy.
my
All right, I
god.
want half a beer and
This
half an
episode
orange
is
juice.
going well, isn't it?
It's going lovely.
Brownies, beer.
Thanks for
Naked
coming,
breakfast.
lords. So let's talk a little bit
Yeah, get
about.
this back on track, Morgan.
I'm trying to recover ourselves here, Tyler. Give me a chance.
Stop interrupting her.
Okay, well, let's start a little bit about the background. I know that we talked a little bit from Steve and Tyler before in Gorfinage, but let's talk your upbringing into what got you into metal.
Tyler.
Steve and Tyler. Holy
That's
shit.
right.
I did not put that together until now.
Your last horse across the finish line, my friend. We've been joking about that forever.
Yeah.
Really?
So
All right,
sort of a private.
So
joke.
metal.
You
Lords
share a
is what we're
microphone
talking
with like a
about?
bandana wrapped around it on stage.
How
and
did you
everything.
pick up the bass for the first time?
Oh,
With
Like
his
what-
hands carefully.
yeah.
What inspired you?
well, I actually got my first bass in like it was 1999 or some shit like that, and then I didn't
Because
really,
of Limp Bizkit, right?
yeah,
Mudvayne.
exactly. No, actually, like some friends in 8th grade or whatever the fuck I was in, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna start a band. We need a bass player." I'm like, "I'll buy a bass and learn bass and join your band." And then like I got the bass and I didn't actually pick it up till like 2 years later when I got fucking some serious shit when I was like in high school, because I was like confined to the house. And then I'm like, I'm gonna teach myself how to play bass, and then I've been playing bass ever since.
You're like boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom.
He did that for 2 years before he actually started playing it with his fingers.
What was the first song that you learned on bass?
Oh, that's a good question.
Boom, boom.
Don't say Limp Bizkit. Don't say Limp Bizkit.
I think it was NIB by Black Sabbath, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that would be a
Or
logical
actually,
choice.
it might have been Dazed and Confused by Led Zeppelin, like the easiest fucking bass line
Like
in
you
the
get the
world.
classic bass line
Yeah.
riffs that you got to learn.
That's I started 70s fucking.
But then it was all Limp Bizkit.
Yep, all 100%, baby.
How about no more Limp Bizkit references for the rest of the podcast?
There
Let's
was-
do that.
Steve's favorite band.
Did I send you that picture? I got a tattoo that says "Live, Laugh, Limp Bizkit."
No, you didn't. But you just send me that.
Oh my god, I fucking died laughing. Live, Laugh, Limp Bizkit. I sent that
I
to
need
like
that.
10 people.
Miss me.
Yeah.
Oh my
Live,
gosh.
laugh.
Luca's
Oh, that's
making
it.
an impression with
You
people
sent it to
on
Jenny. You didn't send
Messenger.
it to me. That's
Oh,
probably
God
why you didn't
damn
do
it.
it. That's probably why you didn't think to do
I
it.
feel like I sent it to I've sent that one to so many. I laughed so hard. I sent it to.
Moving on.
I just went down the list like send.
Let's keep talking about Limp Bizkit memes.
Perfect.
Or not.
Let's not
my
break
brownie.
shit and move on to Tyler.
All right, Tyler, tell us your story.
When did you start playing bass, Tyler?
Bass. No, I started playing guitar at 11, I think, and it was all because of Angus
Limp
Young.
Bizkit.
Angus.
No, it was all Angus.
Did you do it for the nookie?
He did it. For
I did it for the Nookie.
Angus
Oh my
is
God.
nookie.
I did it for the chocolate star.
Knock it off.
the hot dog flavored water.
I did it for that $3 bill, y'all.
For your significant
You
other.
have the same. You play the same guitar as Angus, correct?
Correct. I mean, that's the
The
whole.
exact
I mean,
same
I
guitar
had
that Angus
like
played.
when I first started playing
Oh, yeah,
guitar,
that's
I
right,
got
it's
one
an
of those
SG.
like shitty like $100 knockoffs that came with the amp and came with the case. But I think I was like 13 or 14, and I split the cost of the Gibson SG with my dad for like a birthday present, and
Oh, that's
that's
awesome.
all I have ever played.
And he still doesn't own it yet.
No, I do. own it.
the same one.
Your
or-
pennies
Same
away.
One. No, same one.
Just pay
and
your
it's
dad
got
that money.
Chips and cracks. And
Wait, so you've never owned another
sweat
guitar
and-
since you were 11?
No, I have a Jackson that is broken, but I have a steel body resonator.
That's
Oh,
also
really?
broken. He has his SG and a bunch of broken guitars.
Yeah, well, that's why I
He's
kept
just
playing
mad
the
that they're
SG,
not
'cause
what he
it doesn't
likes.
break. The SG does it.
They're not
just
Angus
likes to
Youngy
break
enough.
stuff.
It won't break.
Oh my
Well, I
God.
can
Just
imagine
won't
Gibsons
break.
are like unbreakable. They
Yeah.
they weigh like 700
It's a
fucking
fucking
pounds.
tank.
I wish you still played your beginner guitar.
I actually sold it to. You know who I sold it to? I sold it to Steve's ex-wife's brother.
Oh, you sold it to John?
Ex-wife's brothers, cousins, friends.
Next door
buddy,
neighbor's dog's mom.
half removed.
Yeah.
That's actually how me and Tyler know each other.
Yeah.
It's from that guy.
I
Brownies.
I also sold
Brownies, y'all.
Sweet brownies.
my first
Brownie.
guitar and my first
And
bass.
why do we care?
What
Moving
did you do?
on.
Was it a
Steve.
brownie?
It was a
ma'am.
Brownville.
Oh, hey. It is a brownie.
A brownie. It was a Browntownville
I'm chewing.
bass.
I can see that.
And I sold that for $40.
Browntown. I've never heard of that.
It's Brownville or some
Oh,
shit. like-
Brownville. I
And
still
then
haven't
it was
heard
a
of it.
Jackson like beginner guitar that I bought for $40 and sold for $40.
That's pretty good
Broke
turnaround.
even.
Yep.
That's my drum story. Is the same one he just told.
Except
that
it
bass I
involves
bought-
more Paul Stanley.
That bass I bought for $100 and sold for $40.
What else have you bought and sold? Keep it going.
Oh man,
His body.
a lawnmower. I got a lawnmower for free. I sold that for $50.
All right,
We're
moving
leaving
on.
all this in, right?
Let's not talk about this, Luco.
Morgan,
My first
when did you
guitar
buy
was
your
one of those
first
cheap
podcast
Dean
equipment?
dime bag guitars.
What?
Your first microphone.
Our
Yeah,
first
first
microphones that
microphone.
we bought was in 2015 when we were struggling to get back on our feet after the radio station closed in Chicago.
When's the first Rob Zombie shirt you bought?
The first Rob Zombie shirt that I bought was probably back in whenever he played Mayhem Fest that one year.
Which year?
20.
There's been so many.
See, I like to turn it on them so that
2009?
they're killing time.
2000, no, you know what? It had to have been 2009 when I saw my Aragon Ballroom.
When's the first Nickelback shirt you bought?
Oh.
That's right.
Oh.
Morgan
Best
likes
band
Nickelback.
That was in 2017. No, I saw that.
17?
No.
Jesus.
That was last
No,
week.
no,
Last
it was
week.
2011 when I saw him with my mom.
My mom.
When did you buy the shirt you
Don't
have
throw your
on right
mom
now?
under the bus.
When I pre-ordered the Killswitch Engage album.
All right, cool. I think we got it all covered now.
We're good. We're
We're
cut
good.
up. Okay. So, when did you start playing drums?
And Tyler, what is that shirt you're wearing? I can't read it.
This is
Yeah, I
blood
can't either.
Incantation.
Of course. Of course
So
it
it's
is.
What
different
the
than
hell? I thought this was a
Incantation?
metal show.
Yes, it is apparently.
So there's Blood Incantation, and
And
then there's
regular
Metal world is confusing.
Incantation,
Yes.
and then there's
Let
Indentation.
me flex my pec.
Oh,
Make it pop.
Dang.
The audience can't
So
see Tyler
sexy.
doing it.
I like how the
Now I
line
can
on
read
your
it.
shirt shows the exact distance between your nipples.
She
does.
notices stuff like
They are
that.
poking through. It is kind of chilly.
No, I just caught the little piercings that he's got under there.
Well, what about
His
this?
gauge
It's easy to
I have
get
another
lost in
pier-
Tyler's
if I
nipples.
stand up, you can see my third piercing.
His belly button.
No, not that. A little more south of the border.
He's
than
actually
that.
got
His
3
second
tits
belly
like the
button.
chick from
His
Total
taint.
Recall.
If I stand up, you can see my taint piercing.
taint piercing.
Another good band name.
Gauged taint.
Gauge taint.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That is a really great band name.
Yeah, it is.
That sounds very painful, though,
It does.
Sounds metal.
and would
That
lead
was-
to some issues along the way.
Some sort of an infection.
So definitely some sort of infection. You know how much splashback you'd get?
Oh god.
The infections alone from just having that piercing.
The body
Anyway.
mass alone.
All right, back to Steven.
Predator. Sorry, you only asked me that question 8 times.
What were we
okay.
asking?
Something about drums.
What were we
Favorite
talking about?
movie,
Something about
Predator?
And we
gay.
came full
You asked
circle.
him when he realized he wasn't good enough to play guitar or bass, so he settled for drums.
Yes, that was the exact question. That's fun. We never talked about that. The other 12 times me and Tyler have been on. I don't
You're
think
in a
we have.
different band. This is a different interview.
Okay, so I'll come up with a
different
completely
deal.
What if
different
people
answer
don't
then.
like
For
Orphanage
people-
and just
yeah,
want
exactly.
Wyrmlord?
The only
Everybody
one
heard
here,
Wyrmlord.
Wyrmlord.
Gorfinage, no. Wyrmlord. all the way.
Get it right.
Wyrmlord.
Get it right.
We are fucking Lake County metal royalty.
Royale.
I started playing drums when I was 12. Yeah.
Hasn't progressed since.
Yeah. Just like Lars. I'm
same
exactly
beat.
as good as I
The
was
same fucking
20-something
beat.
years ago. Yep.
Making the same faces.
I mean, if you were the same when you were 12, and now that's pretty crazy.
That would be
'cause
awesome.
I have recordings
Came out-
of me
came out of
playing
the-
like
came
right
out
when
of
I
the
started
gate
playing
12, like
drums.
the way
on
you
a
play now.
cassette tape.
Wow.
Why, thank you, good sir. Or fuck you. I don't know which one.
It's a little bit of both.
A little bit of backhanded compliment.
Fuck and thank you.
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
So, yeah,
my God.
I've been at it for a while, and I have barely improved.
We've all paid our dues.
That's right.
What was the name of the first band that you were ever in?
Oh, hold on.
All around the table.
It's embarrassing.
Oh,
Atomic Mind was the name of the first
Atomic
band I was in.
Mind.
Was it like an indie band?
We played 2 times in my garage. No, basement. We recorded an album. I'm doing quotation marks in the air on a cassette tape, which I fucking recorded over like a dumbass, and I don't know why I did it.
Because you were an
actually,
Atomic Blonde.
my buddy.
Oh,
Hey,
oh shit. Fuck. Sorry, I'm spacing out here.
What was it? What was it called?
My buddy who
Atomic
I was in that
Mind.
band with is in a bluegrass band now, Rapid Grass. Alex Johnstone, my buddy.
Rapid Grass.
Rapid
I
Grass.
like that.
That is pretty sick.
That's
Out in
pretty
Colorado, they're like a really, really like they
Stoner
play
band?
no, they play festivals and everything. Like
They're
doing
half
really
band,
good.
half fertilizer.
He's doing yes. He's doing way better in music than all my other metal bands are.
Dude, bluegrass.
Playing the bluegrass.
Bluegrass bands.
They grow a lot of
They
bluegrass.
they
with
grow
that
rapidly.
fertilizer, you know.
They do exactly like the title says.
What was the bluegrass band?
But for anybody listening,
Rapid Grass.
the bluegrass band Rapid Grass, the mandolin player Alex Johnstone was the guitar player in my first band.
That's
You're
a
gonna
fucking,
say
I
Alex Jones. I'm like,
No,
Alex Jones.
Alex
is in
Johnstone.
bluegrass.
Alex Webster, the mandolin player in my first band.
Wait, what?
Is now in a death metal band called Rapid Grass. Yes, Luco's got it.
What do their logos
I
look
think I know
like?
Tyler's first band because I think I played Ghost Drums on it. Or
No,
was that not your first?
No,
Wait,
I
what the
was-
fuck
I
is
was in
Ghost
a-
Drum?
Is that like eardrum?
That's when you play drums, but you're not in the band. You just like do it on the recording.
Oh, like ghostwriting.
yeah.
Ah.
Like I'm
So
not a
your
member of the
drummer
band, but I
couldn't
played on
play
it.
drums.
Well,
so
no, we didn't have.
They
a
didn't
drum
have
one.
band. We didn't- but that wasn't.
That
my
wasn't
first
your first band?
No, I had a band in high school called All in Favor, and of course the A in all was the anarchist.
Dude,
Dang.
Atomic
Oh.
Mind, the A in Atomic
Of
Mind was
course.
the anarchist.
That's
See, you
everybody's
got to do
first
that
band.
when your first band has to be juvenile and ridiculous like that. You got to take down the
so
man
were you,
right
were
from
you
junior
punk
high.
rock?
Yeah, we were very into like NoFX, Bad Religion, Pennywise.
But we
sort of.
played
Political.
death metal.
Political.
See, I'm showing my
No, we
age
didn't play
here.
death metal. That was before I got into death metal.
Same here. Atomic Mind, I'm showing my age here, was in the 90s, so that was when grunge was happening. So we were
wow.
like a Dinosaur Jr. kind of like bad Nirvana band.
No.
We were a bad NoFX band.
See, you're always a bad something band for your
Yeah.
first band. What was your bad something first band, Nick?
Age of the Fallen. Is
You
it-
guys-
He's been in lots of
You
bands
guys
with the
all
word
started
fallen.
with A
With A's.
as
Was
your.
the
Fallen.
anarchist symbol, Nick?
Yeah.
Is it an anarchist
No, it
symbol?
was not.
Oh.
Well, it
Actually,
was now.
surprisingly.
Change the story. It's got to fit.
No, like it was like
Bad Religion.
no, it was
Oh.
actually kind of like when the Kill Switch Engage shit was out.
So it was
like a
metalcore.
metalcore kind of.
So
thing.
oddly, the guy not into death metal was the only one of us whose
Yeah.
first band was a metal
Yeah.
band.
right? Isn't that crazy?
But he likes like animals and leaders and stuff. He likes that technical,
that's
progressive.
That's prog metal.
Whoa.
That's prog.
That's awful.
Prog as fuck.
So metal.
Garbage metal.
Fucking Tyler listening to stupid death metal.
So what was the name?
Playing our stupid death
Of the,
metal.
what was the name of the band?
What, my first one?
Yeah.
Age of the Fallen.
Age of the
And
Fallen.
then my band after that was Amongst the Fallen. I've been in a lot of Fallen bands.
This one should be Wyrmlord of the Fallen.
Worm of the Fallen. Worm of the Fallen.
Wyrmlord of the Farland.
Ah,
Are
this
you-
is
Are you
fun.
good, Luca? Are you good?
Great.
You're great.
He's well fed. He's finished his sandwich.
Good.
Hey, you did eat that. You ate
That
that
was a
sandwich pretty quick
That was
there.
a good chicken sandwich.
Luco, we're worried about your weight.
Me too. Me too.
You got to do something about it, like have a brownie.
You know, he ate that, but he had Panda Express before he came here.
Jesus Christ.
That
That's
chicken
hardcore,
sandwich
man.
looked really good. So,
It did look really good.
don't do you guys? I start up hockey in the fall. I'll lose all the weight I had. You got to.
I don't blame you. I had one of those half a pork sandwich, half a pig sandwiches they got here.
So did I.
What was it called? The Boss Hog or something?
Yes.
Oh, that shit was
Me and Nick
fucking
both
good.
had one of those.
I could
Boss
easily
Hog.
eat another one of those.
Nick
fucking
also
things.
ate a whole box of Captain Crunch like a few months ago. He
Yeah, it
was
was
just
like
telling us.
90%.
That's impressive. In one sitting.
It was one of those family-sized boxes.
in one sitting.
Your mouth was shredded.
I was on vacation. I have calluses.
And
in
we
my
also
mouth
had
from
this
Captain
conversation
Crunch.
that I have never eaten cereal on vacation. But
Yeah.
he not only ate cereal on vacation, he ate 90% of a king-size
What
box.
Was it
vacation
with
were you
milk?
on?
We were in Door County, actually. It was pretty awesome.
Was it with milk or
Oh,
just,
yeah, it was
just
definitely with
in
milk.
your?
He's not a
hand
fucking
and milk?
barbarian.
Yeah.
So it was like
if I ate Captain Crunch without milk, I would need extensive.
What
dental
percent
surgery.
of milk was it?
It was probably half the gallon.
No, but
No, like what kind of milk?
2%,
2%, 1%?
whole milk.
Whole milk.
I think it was whole.
Oh, Jesus. Was it?
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I eat.
I like food.
Impressive.
I like my cereal with chocolate milk because
I
I'm a
do
fatty.
too
Ooh.
now. Thanks
Even
to
like
him.
Captain Crunch with chocolate
No,
milk?
I don't eat Captain Crunch.
What about like
Captain
Count Chocula
Crunch
with
sucks.
chocolate milk?
Fuck Captain.
Captain
think
Crunch
that's-
is awesome. Fuck
His
that.
go-to
Captain
cereal.
Crunch is the best fucking cereal ever, Tyler.
There's the roof of your mouth.
Them's
open.
fighting words.
Fuck
It's
that
because you're a
shit.
bitch, Tyler.
Fuck that shit.
You got a
I
bitch.
like
you
Honey
got a
Nut
bitchy
Cheerios.
roof.
You got a
in your
bitch Ruth mouth.
Fuck
Roof-
you. I quit
roof-
this bitch.
mouth over
mouth?
cereal.
This is getting out of
Wait,
control.
what was that go-to cereal that I had?
It was like Lucky Charms mixed with something else.
Frosted Flakes.
Oh, it was Frosted
Frosted
Flakes,
Flakes
but they
is
took the
Frosted
marshmallows.
I love frosted.
Oh, that's
From-
a thing. I think
It was
Yeah.
fucking
It
good.
is.
You do chocolate milk in that bitch. Mm. I was eating that shit
Oh
for
my God,
breakfast,
so
lunch,
much
and
sugar.
Cereal is awesome.
Cereal's the
Cereal
best.
is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just don't agree on the same
Oh,
ones,
speaking
Tyler.
of cereal, it's Count Chocula season.
It is. I bought 2 boxes already.
I bet. What the honey? What was that one you said?
Honeycombs.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut
Honey Nut
Cheerios
Cheerios
are
is
probably
quality.
good with chocolate milk.
Probably.
You should try that.
Most
they're
things are good with
Try that,
chocolate
Luco,
milk.
and report back to
I
us.
feel like I never liked it because it was just too boring with just regular
Oh,
milk.
I don't
regular.
know.
That's
Cheerios
regular
are
Cheerios
boring.
is dog food.
Oh,
that
They're
shit
awful.
sucks.
They're
I
awful.
love
They
regular
are. Honey
Cheerios.
Nut Cheerios is awesome.
Yes.
All right,
What this guy said.
I haven't eaten.
I love regular Cheerios and I love fucking Rice Krispies, like those plain ass fucking.
I love
cereals.
fucking
So
too,
good.
man.
I like
Oh,
Kix,
fucking-
but not those
especially
two.
fucking cereal boxes.
What about the
fucking
band?
cereal.
You guys are
boxes,
so
man.
brutal right now.
Yeah, we're
Morgan,
so
ask
brutal,
us
we
some
have
more
sexy
cereal
cereal.
questions.
Fucking cereal boxes.
Cereal question?
I'm gonna butt fuck that cereal box. I'm gonna butt fuck that Lucky
Who do you
Charms guy
think
right off the box.
is the most iconic cereal mascot?
I thought you were gonna
Ooh,
say
that's a
cereal.
good
Tony the
killer.
Tiger,
That's a good question.
Maybe Cap'n Cunch.
Tony the
Captain
Butt Tiger,
Cunch?
Cap'n Cunch.
Captain Cunch. Oh, that's a good question.
Captain
Maybe Tony.
Captain
Tony is
Cunt.
good.
The
Captain
Twix.
Crunch is good.
Twix.
What
Trix
about
Rabbit.
the Raisin
Trix?
Bran Sun?
Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
Ooh,
What about the raisins?
What about the fucking Cheerios B?
Ooh, that's
Oh,
right.
what about
Or the monsters, Count
the
Chocula.
raisins from
Count
Raisin
Chocula
Bran? They
probably
had their
marry
own.
me. Count
They don't have
Chocula's
a
my
per-
shit.
The fucking raisins don't have a personality.
Didn't the
Count
raisins?
Chocula, final
So
answer.
who is your
Didn't
favorite
the
one?
raisins have their own
The
TV
California
show?
raisins? Hell
Favorite
yeah.
cereal or
That
favorite
was like
cereal
a
mascot?
sun-made,
Favorite cereal mascot?
That wasn't a cereal,
Yeah.
was
Count
it?
Chocula.
No, it was just like a sun-made.
I'm going to go with Count
raisins,
Chocula.
something or other.
Or Boo Berry. I like Boo Berry.
Count
too.
Chocula for sure.
No, I don't know.
Count. It's a toss-up between Captain.
Tyler's
Crunch
younger
and,
than us. He
can't
doesn't
put
know
me
what
on
the
Count
Count
Chocula
Chocula is all about.
I know about Count Chocula.
He doesn't know nothing about Count Chocula.
In
I like
Tyler's
the-
life, Count Chocula has only been seasonal. Me and Nick were alive when it used to be all
Oh,
year
yeah.
round. You could get Count
Whatever.
Chocula.
I didn't know it was
Whatever.
seasonal until like a few years ago.
Wait,
Because
it's
it wasn't.
seasonal?
It's been seasonal for years now.
yeah.
I used
Really?
to get
I'll
it
be,
all
like,
year
my-
round.
I know you can
Yeah.
only get it during Halloween time now.
Now they
Horseshit.
limited it.
Fuck.
It's
I
bullshit.
was alive
Luco, we
back.
gotta get Count Chocula.
You remember how Trix used to be in fruit shapes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and everyone's like,
Now
how,
they're all
how are they in
boring.
ball shapes now?
Yeah.
But
They
they
used to
used
be in ball shape.
shapes back in the fucking 90s.
Yes, they did.
And people are like, no, they weren't. I'm like, I'm old enough, and yes, they were. You
And Tyler
fucking
and
asshole.
Nick is pissed
I-
about it.
so many
Actually,
balls.
I'm like happy. It's like a nostalgia factor.
I had so
for
many
me.
balls back
Reminds
in the
me back
90s.
to my days.
I
of
liked
youth.
them in fruit shapes.
I could.
I like 'em
either
in
way,
both shapes.
honestly.
You know what?
Tricks
They're
is great.
sugary balls of corn. so
I never liked
They
where
could be shaped like
or-
dicks, and they'd be tasty.
honey smack.
More
They-
so.
even more.
Ugh, the frog.
The
He's
honey-
here.
The
What?
honey smacks.
Honey smacks are
Ooh,
great.
yeah.
Those
tasted
are awesome.
like what pee smells like. Anyone else?
Jenny
Jenny
agrees.
They taste. They taste like what
Honey
pee
smacks
smells
are awesome.
Guys, I like toucan Sam.
Honey Smacks
I like to
and
follow
Sugar
my
Crisp.
nose
Those are like
wherever
the
it
same
goes.
thing.
They are.
Fruit
But they're
Loops.
great.
Fruit Loops are
Honey
awesome.
smacks are
Fruit Loops.
fucking
God.
awesome.
Fruit
so
Loops are
good.
like the
I
sugary
love Fruit
glaze
Loops.
that Frosted Flakes has.
Which
on
Cinnamon
its
Toast
twi-
Crunch is really
on the
fucking good, too.
Trix
Ooh, Cinnamon
Fruit
Toast
Loops?
Crunch.
Fruit Loops.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is up there.
With the
What
three
about
little
the
tarts.
Reese's-
Toucan
so
Sam,
good.
baby.
The
Yeah,
Reese's
toucan
Puff
Sam.
cereal.
I
Let's all
always
talk
like that
about
he's
a different
very
cereal all at the
adventurous
same time. And
toucan.
go.
Reese's
This
Puff
is the
I
podcast
love
with cereal experience.
Toucan Sam.
Everyone's just yelling over each other what they're
Guys, we are peaking so hard right now.
Nick just
shit.
peeked all over the
We're a
fucking microphone.
I'm gonna
Death
peek
metal
all over
band,
my
that's
face,
what we
neck, and
do.
chest, Morgan.
Perfect.
Thinking about that cereal.
I'm surprised nobody mentioned the Rice Krispie Elves.
Ah, fuck
Oh,
those
that's-
guys.
I thought I did.
Steve did.
I thought
Oh,
I
he
did.
said-
Thank
oh,
you.
did you?
Snap, crackle,
You
and
know
pop.
who is the better elf? Is the Keebler elf.
Ooh.
I
He is
do
the
like
better
Now-
Keebler
now we're
cookies
moving
better.
into
better elf.
Cookie
He has
realm. Here we go.
chocolate.
What's
He's
your
got the
favorite
chocolate
cookie?
supply.
Cookies and crackers.
Oh god. When it comes to cookies, Chips Ahoy or Oreos.
Oreos are
Nutter
good.
Butters.
Dude, Matt's
Well, those more of a
Matt's-
cracker? No,
Matt's
they're
chocolate
shortbread.
No,
Cookie.
they're
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 shortbread.
like
Those
it's
are
like
a
a
cookie.
peanut butter
That's a
sandwich
cookie.
cookie.
Yeah.
Brah.
We
Brah.
have totally.
Matt's chocolate
We've
chip.
totally
They're the
gone
super
right.
soft
Good.
ones.
Oh, those are
Oh.
good. Yeah,
Those
those
are
are good
good.
too.
They have a s'more version.
Of what?
I
Of
came
the
in my
Matt's-
pants.
What about
Well,
what's
'cause
that grandma's
I
cookies?
go
Those grandma.
Where I
The
take
grandma
my
peanut
plate-
butter ones are
my
good.
car
I
for
like
an
the
oil
chocolate chip
change.
ones.
The
They're
soft
very
peanut
Guy
butter
soft
who
ones
and
are
runs
good.
the
delicious.
place is named Matt, and he has like
the,
the Matt's chocolate chip and peanut butter and
The
s'more
EL
cookies.
fudge or whatever the fuck those things are. The
Yep.
Fuck
Keebler.
EL
Those are
fudge.
Keeblers.
He's an asshole.
Tyler, you
I
dick.
like the
you,
fudge
Nick.
cookies.
More fighting over food. I used to be a Keebler elf. I worked for Keebler.
Yeah.
I delivered cookies and crackers
Oh,
to
yeah,
grocery
that's right.
stores.
This makes sense.
Yep.
Did you have to wear the costume?
Full
No.
circle. It
But
all
I
comes
did
close to-
steal lots of cookies from
Should
them.
we talk about metal some more? Or?
Nah, more
I don't
cereal,
like
more
metal.
snacks.
Well, let's move on to pastas now.
What's your favorite pasta mascot?
There's pasta.
Is Chef
mascot.
Boyardee the only one?
The linguine.
What? What are you talking? The spaghetti-o.
Wasn't that Chef Boyardee?
Oh yeah, this giant
Yeah,
spaghetti
but-
with the
yeah,
spoon.
Yeah, but there's the guy or there's the O.
Oh, there's the like little cartoon. Oh, fuck him.
There's
Chef
also
Boyardee.
Trader
Fuck yeah.
Giotto. He's
Oh,
the,
Trader Giotto. He counts
he's the
too.
Italian.
Do all
Trader
the
Joe's.
shapes in the
Hey,
macaroni and
Trader
cheese
Giotto.
boxes count?
Are they cartoons?
For
If they do, then
Kraft?
they do.
Kraft
Are you
ones,
kidding?
yeah.
They've got
macaroni
Paw
and cheese?
Patrol and Star
Oh.
Wars
Oh,
and
there used to be a
SpongeBob.
fucking dinosaur
and
for the
Pokemon.
macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I
you
remember.
that shit?
He was cute. I liked him. He was
dinosaur
the
was cute.
he was the something saurus. What was it? It was a
Cheezosaurus?
Cheezosaurus Rex.
Buttholosaurus.
Cheezosaurus.
Yes, the Buttholosaurus.
We
I
did a
love
full hour
dinosaurs.
on food.
No, that was more
The
like
food hour
10
with the metal
minutes.
experience.
Sounds like
Well,
an orphanage.
we have
fucking
more
podcast.
time to fill though, because we played long and heavy with Gorfinage. So
That's
Oh wait,
right.
don't we have more songs to play?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Nah,
they're
fuck it.
short.
Let's talk about
Here he
food
is.
more.
They're short.
Cheezosaurus Rex on the hunt for
Cheezosaurus
Oh,
Rex.
cheese.
Morgan's got it on her
remember
phone.
that.
I've got
I
it.
remember
I will
that.
show you. He was
I
a
love
T-Rex.
Kraft is delicious.
Sounds like a
Hey,
bitch.
it's like an
is.
orange and yellow T-Rex
Yeah,
or
he
yellow
was so
T-Rex.
You're gonna
cute.
fucking.
He was so cute.
He's made of liquid
Oh, yeah.
cheese.
He
Whatever.
looks like a
Jeez.
bitch.
I remember that
I
asshole.
fight
He looks
him.
like the dinosaur from We're Back, kind of.
Who?
We're Back, the dinosaur story.
No.
I know.
Never seen that
That's
movie?
Like
Disney,
the
I
Land
think.
Before
No.
Time.
Yeah, it's something like that.
No. It was a dark story.
Every Disney
Anyway,
movie's a dark story.
That's not Disney.
Anyway, favorite chips.
Oh.
I'm actually
The,
Fritos. Fritos for
voodoo,
me.
No,
Dude.
the voodoo,
Throw those
Doritos.
bitches up in some chili. Oh.
voodoo chips.
Doritos.
What are
Voodoo
No.
chips are fucking
The
awesome.
Zapp's
I like
voodoo
Those
chips.
sun
are
chips
fucking
with
great.
French onion dip.
I'm with Tyler on that. Those chips are
Those
fucking
voodoo
outstanding.
chips are the best.
What are they?
You ever get
They're
those
the
at Jewel?
best.
The Zapp's, like New Orleans chips?
Oh, they're
The
the
voodoo
best.
ones? Oh,
They're
those are
fucking
they're
delicious.
bomb
Aren't
ass.
those the chips they have at Potbelly? Ooh,
No,
let's talk
they
about
have, like-
sandwiches next.
They have the spicy version of that at Potbelly. It's like the hot voodoo chip.
the hot voodoo chips.
Yeah.
I like the.
He's
It
shaking.
only-
He's doing jazz
It
hands
only
as he
makes
says that.
sense that we
Cheetos are my
transitioned
jam.
into food because didn't you do a meat raffle?
I was gonna say this sounds
Your-
more like a
your meat
Gorfinage.
raffle.
Yeah, the meat
episode.
raffle.
Wow.
Speaking of
This
which, have you
episode's
won any
really,
meat
Ooh, I did.
lately?
Want any meat?
Tyler, have
I
you
would
gone
love
to
some
a
meat.
meat raffle since the last time
No,
we were
I
here?
haven't,
Nah,
because
we have
I
no
didn't
more
wanna-
meat raffle
I didn't
stories.
want to ruin the shimmer.
Mm,
The shimmer.
this makes sense.
We wanted to come in here and
Our
talk
waiter
about
with the
cereal
beer.
and
Oh yeah, we need more beer.
demons.
We need more
Yeah.
beer, Morgan.
Well, you guys order more beer. Let's play another Wyrmlord track.
about
yeah.
cereal.
How about
We should play Marrow.
Yes.
Marrow's about cereal.
Man, me and Tyler are always on the same page.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sometimes
Me
Steve.
What?
Sometimes.
Well, grab your favorite food and let's listen to Marrow of the
Grab a bowl of
Damned.
mac and cheese and some cereal. And
Yum.
sandwich.
What are those pretzels that are dank as fuck?
Well, hi there. Hello. We know you're enjoying your current dose of metal with the people at the Metal Experience. What are their names, Ryan?
Hey, Morgan and Luco, how you doing?
Well, howdy. Should you get through with your dosage with them and find yourself still wanting metal, come see us at the Epitome of Stupidity podcast. You can find us on Podbean, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and other places, I'm sure.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's a cool show, I must say.
Until then, back to these guys.
Bye-bye.
This is Jeff.
This is Linus.
We're in the band Nephilim.
And you're listening to the Metal Experience.
All right, that was Marrow of the Damned, and that was about... You son of a
Shut the
bitch.
fuck up, Nick.
That was about bone marrow.
Bone marrow transplants.
Bone marrow transplants of the damned. That's about it. Let me guess. It's about being damned, but then giving someone your marrow.
No,
Sure.
Your marrow.
It's actually a very uplifting track about bone marrow
It's
transplant.
a touching story about a guy and his dog.
I mean, that is one of the most painful transplants that you can do.
As Tyler knows from experience.
All the bone marrow from my cock.
Outstanding.
That you've donated? Was it damned marrow?
I have so much. I mean,
He has so much to give.
Share.
He's got a lot of more.
We're a charitable band.
It's hard to fit in my pants.
That's why he walks that way.
So that's why he does.
That's why you walk that way.
Oh,
it's all coming around.
I see.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
On that note,
That's why his vocals are all low and burly.
He's also got high and burly vocals too.
That's when he flexes his groin
His
area.
wang?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me flex my groin
His
to do this part.
wee-wee.
His queewee.
I'm offended.
Oh yeah, Steve, they towed your car.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
They definitely did.
No, they didn't.
I need to ride home. Better start walking.
I was hoping to get a more.
An oh fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
damn it.
No.
You're
Oh,
smiling
wow.
at me.
Well, my
and
plans
I know
have
you're
been
fucking with
ruined.
me. That's it. Nick's done.
Oh, nuts. Well, podcast over.
That's
That's
it.
Wyrmlord for you.
Well, it's about that time, Luco.
All right.
You ready?
Favorite candy bar?
Favorite
All
candy bar?
right. No, we're on sandwiches now.
Twix, and Kit Kat. Twix and Kit Kat.
By the way, every time I do that, I don't mean to actually start a conversation. I thought it would be like, aha, that's funny, but seriously, let's keep going.
Twix
but
and
it
Kit
never
Kat.
works that way.
Trix Cat.
Trix Cat.
Take 5.
Oh.
Caramello.
Good.
Oh, caramellos are good.
Zagnut. Actually, Zagnuts are awesome.
I've never had one.
It's a Butterfinger, but toasted coconut instead of chocolate, which sounds disgusting.
It is.
But it is not. It's awesome.
You know what's
not a
really
fan of
good?
coconut.
A fucking whatchamacallit. You remember those
Whatchamacallit, yeah.
You know in Beetlejuice where he's got the Zagnut bar and he's trying to catch the fly?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what a Zagnut is.
Gotcha.
Flies love them.
Do they really?
As do I.
So what you're saying is you're
Flies
a fly.
and
Yes.
Steve.
Me,
Love
Jeff Goldblum.
Zagnut.
Steve's.
Love us some fucking Zagnuts.
Steve's are flies.
Morgan, favorite candy
Crunch
bar?
bars.
Ooh. Yeah, Crunch bars are pretty good.
Like Nestle's Crunch?
Yeah.
Those are actually solid.
I really liked it in
the
ice
Hershey's
cream, too.
version's called Crackle.
Is
I
that
do
what it's
like
called?
Crackle.
Crackle?
Remember we were talking
Yeah, we
about
were
the
having
other
that
night when we were
conversation.
playing D&D?
It's awesome. Yes.
The little
I like
ones
crackles,
and
too.
Halloween
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
Halloween
Love
bag because
Mr.
you're still
Fuck yeah, those are
trick-or-treating.
fucking good.
What are the yellow
Still
ones
are
called,
The
though?
rice.
The
Mr.
yellow
Good
ones
Bar.
are called...
Mr. Good
Those
yeah,
are
Bar.
Mr. Good
Bar.
Bars.
Mr. Good.
That's
Bars.
what started the whole...
It is. That's
yeah.
what started this whole conversation.
Well, there you go.
Halloween candy. I love
I
it.
love Mr. Good Bar.
Coming up soon.
All right, here we go, Luco. Coming in.
Cunt Cat and Twix. So when I get candy for trick or treaters, I take those out and keep those for myself and give them
You
the garbage.
greedy
Give them the
bastard.
crap.
Good
That's
man.
how you should do it.
And it's about that time.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
All right, this week brought to you by our friends at Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. Whew! This week we feature one of our latest Reverb Nation contest winners. Dang! This band is from Dallas, Texas. The band is Volcella with the song Vengeance. Morgan, whip your dick out. Let's do this.
right now! Do you want to hear a fucking podcast about anything and everything? Like movies, music, television, and more? Oh my god. Well, you've come to the right place. Yes. Subscribe to Journey into Comics Network, and you get Podcastrophe, hosted by me, Dick. Why not throw a couple bucks to the Patreon? It's your choice. Yeah. This is a Podcastrophe. That sounds so awesome.
And his name is John Cena!
Well, all right. Metal Experience, and that segment is brought to you every week by our friends at Imprint Recordings. Check them out for all your recording needs, imprintrecordings.com. And again, that was one of the bands from our Reverb Nation contest. That was Vulsella, Vulsella, from Dallas, Texas, with the song Vengeance. And Morgan tells me to stay tuned for a written interview with the band about their album. Hey-o!
Woo! An album review. I don't think you read that completely right, but
I
it's all
stopped
good.
reading.
It's
that
all
was
good.
too much. I had to
I
burp.
noticed.
Reading's hard.
Well, we just officially hit the Burr months, which means there's a
The
ton of holidays
what?
that come up in the Burr months, and the
Did you
first
just
one
wipe your boogers on the
coming
table?
up next month that everyone I know is super excited for is Halloween.
Shaz jism on the table.
So
spread your jism on the table.
Apart from boogies, what was your favorite Halloween costume growing up?
Oh. Is it on me?
I guess, because I'm looking at you.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
And you made the first sound. You said, oh, so I thought you were going to go first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Keep doing that, you guys.
I don't know. My mom made me this badass skeleton costume when I was a kid. It was fucking awesome. She made this, like it was on black T-shirts with this glow-in-the-dark fucking...
He wore it at our first show.
Yeah.
I wish.
It still fits me.
Do you still have it for real?
How old were you when
No.
she
Okay.
made
That'd be
you
awesome if
this
you did.
costume?
Huh?
How old were you when she made you this costume?
Oh, fuck. I had to have been, like, fucking 6, 7?
You haven't grown since. That's
wait,
why it
how
still
did you
fits.
wear a costume at your first show?
Because I was joking.
Oh, wait.
I was like, how does this
I'm like, wait a
6-year-old
minute.
T-shirt
The
fit
question
you
was,
now?
what was the first costume you wore to your first show?
I've done that before.
Worn Nick's costume.
Oh,
Worn
speaking
Nick's
speaking
costumes?
of costumes at shows, we played this Halloween show and it was with Amongst the Fallen, and we did like corpse paint and shit. And I did this like slash kind of thing across my face, like
He put a corpse
like,
paint penis on his face.
Nice,
5
dude.
fingers being slashed across my face, kind of deal. It was
5
pretty
finger slash
badass.
face?
Slash face.
They
I'm
call
sorry,
them
that's our new band.
5 finger
Slash
slash
Slash face. 5 finger slash face. Oh
5
my
finger dick
God.
punch.
Oh, that's terrible. Those guys are the worst.
Yeah, they sure are.
Favorite Halloween costume, guys, huh?
Favorite 5 finger dick punch song, Tyler? Go.
Done. I'm out. They're not. Well, what's the question?
Favorite Halloween costume.
What was your favorite Halloween
you
costume
ever
growing up?
wore?
Ward.
I don't know. I didn't really have one. Maybe Brett the Hitman Hart.
Ooh, nice.
You did Brett the Hitman Hart. Are there pictures of that?
No.
God damn it.
Bullshit.
How old were you?
You know Tyler's
Last
mom.
year.
You just gotta ask her.
Yeah, I do gotta. I gotta get to the bottom of that.
You stay away from my mom.
You can't tell me what to do.
How old were you when you dressed as Brett the Hitman Hart?
I don't think
28.
I ever did. I think I just said that for a fact. I said that.
Tyler's
for the
family were
podcast.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Bullshit, Tyler.
They didn't believe in Halloween.
No.
He's just trying to make you stay away
I've
from his mom and
never-
not ask
I've never
her.
really had a good Halloween costume. Really.
Even as a kid?
No, I never.
What the fuck does it matter
It
with
sounds
you?
like
just
you need to make Tyler's Halloween
Monster,
memorable this year.
You're just bumming people out, Tyler.
You just need to make a good Halloween for him, guys.
You don't like any of the metal bands. You
He
never
doesn't like
enjoyed
anything.
Halloween.
He's like, I'm Tyler and I don't like stuff.
Like I don't like anything. It's all awful. I'm gonna kill myself on the way home.
It's all rooted in his
Jesus.
lack
Sounds
of
like
Halloween
Tyler.
spirit. We're getting to the bottom of this. That's why he doesn't like any music, because he doesn't like Halloween.
I don't really dress up for Halloween anymore.
I hate myself.
Well, you're a grown-up, so...
Well, you still do it.
I haven't in a while, but it's normal to be a
Well,
grown-up
that's because
and not dress
it
up
has
for
been Halloween since last year.
True. That's what I meant by
Holy
a while.
shit, you're right.
It's coming.
It's
up.
been that
11
long?
months.
Steve, your favorite Halloween costume outfit
That I did or Nick did?
that you ever wore, and also that Nick did.
How would you know?
I dressed up as a Joker when Tim Burton's Batman came out, and that was awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What's up? What's up?
She has
Yep.
a picture hanging up, the costume.
Yep.
Yep.
Me and Jenny's both favorite costumes are the Batman villains.
They were both the Batman villains.
Was she Poison Ivy?
She was Catwoman.
Ooh,
She was
Catwoman.
Clayface.
She was the
Clayface.
Penguin. She was Danny DeVito.
I was Poison Ivy. I was Danny DeVito as Poison Ivy.
Nice. That sounds sexy.
And repulsive.
I'm at half staff right now.
Sex-pulsive.
Sex-pulsive.
Oh my goodness.
Brutal.
You're my lord. Wyrmlord.
Oh my Wyrmlord.
Wait, still,
This has to be the worst
keeping-
podcast.
Oh, trust me, it is far from.
Tyler
being.
doesn't like Halloween. He doesn't like metal bands.
So-
he doesn't
so
like
what-
this podcast.
everything.
What next food item are we going to talk
Well,
about?
I've got it. We're transitioning back to that. So when you went trick or treating, what was the most disappointing thing that you got in your bag?
One time I got a well done steak.
That's because he wasn't dressed up and he was just going and knocking on people's
Here you
doors.
go, kid. Here's a well done steak I fucked up.
He's like, Tricker, I hate Halloween. Give me a steak.
How did you end up with a steak?
No. Well, toothpaste. Toothpaste was the one.
They gave
What?
you toothpaste?
I think Tyler's been drinking.
I have been drinking.
I have also been drinking.
He's gonna
My
drink some
the
more.
worst were the black and orange.
Yeah, that grandma
Oh,
candy.
those
That
were
grandma
terrible.
candy
Gross
marshmallow
grandma,
bullshit.
yeah.
The
Gross
worst is
grandma
the
candy.
fucking circus peanut. That's the worst.
You
Those
got
suck
circus
too.
peanut?
You just,
gave
it
you
was just like
circus?
a peanut.
The
No,
orange,
they're
no,
the
the
orange
orange
marshmallows.
Like
They're
marshmallow.
called
those
circus
things
peanuts. They're
suck,
horse
too.
shit.
Fuck
Candy
I
corn.
hated.
I would go through my
Candy
candy
corn
and throw
fucking
those
sucks, too,
directly
actually.
into the
I
garbage.
hated when people would give you that popcorn ball.
Yeah.
I
that's
actually,
That
I
just
used to like those.
I used to eat those.
Ew.
You know what I hate? I hated when like people would give me like free acid and weed, because that's what they do. Like
The
you're a
best
kid, and they're
Halloween
like,
candy was a
"Hey, I'm
meatball."
gonna get you hooked on heroin, basically."
How was that ever like a rumor? It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
know,
give all
right?
these kids bags of
We're
cocaine.
gonna give them free weed,
Oh yeah,
free drugs, free
here's
drugs.
a $50
This is
bag
what
of
Tyler
coke,
gives
kid,
trick or
enjoy
treaters
it.
when they come to his house.
No, but that's the thing. Like, who gave kids free drugs? Nobody gave kids
Tyler.
free
That's
drugs.
crazy.
Tyler.
My
I
favorite.
wouldn't give kids free drugs. They have to pay for it.
You'd go to a house and they'd give you the full size candy bar, or
Oh, those are the best.
the
Yeah.
fucking
When they
can
do
of
that.
pop was awesome too. Because
I
then you
never
got
got a can of pop.
yeah, I got a can of
That I never got.
There's
I
this
remember
one
the
house on
penny
this one.
and the toothbrush.
There's cans of pop, so you'd always go there. So you're slamming a can of pop while you're slamming like 8 pounds of candy.
Delivering
While he's
pizzas.
slamming your ass.
Oh, I'm
right.
slamming my own ass.
You remember trick or treating with like a pillowcase? And
Hell
Fill
yeah.
that fucking
Oh,
bitch
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it.
Like I used to like dive in there and just like eat the candy in the pillowcase, and you could smell all the fucking
Without
candy
taking the wrappers off or anything.
Yep,
he just
exactly.
completely
He
goes
would
in.
climb
be-
into the pillowcase.
into the pillow. It was like going in a magical world of candy.
When delivering pizzas once, this lady tipped me in full-size candy bars.
Oh,
Like
that's
8
like
of
a
them.
box of them.
No,
Didn't-
like 8 different candy bars. I don't know what the fuck she was
Didn't
doing
give
with them.
you
but it
any
was
money.
awesome.
She's like, here's
No,
eight
no, no. She
full-size
gave me a
candy
tip
bars.
too, but even if she didn't, she was like,
Just
"Here, I got
the
all
tip.
this candy." She gave me just the tip,
for you, right?
and she gave me like
Just the
8
tip and a
full-size
bunch of
candy
candy.
bars.
Sounds like
What were
you
the
jumped
candy
into
bars?
a van. You
Like
shouldn't
good
have.
shit, like fucking Reese's peanut butter cups and Milky Ways and shit like that.
Nice.
Quality.
There's
Quality
one house
candy
that
bars.
always handed out full-size Baby Ruths, and then another one that always gave out pop. So we'd always make sure we hit
That's
those
another
couple
good
of houses.
candy bar.
Like
Baby Ruth
change
was fucking
costumes and
good.
go there multiple times.
Yeah, we're back.
I remember
Oh.
one of the last Halloweens I went trick or treating. It was just me and my friends. We got high at this fucking park by my house, and we were all stoned. We didn't have any costumes or anything. We just went trick or treat to
Did people
whatever
give you
house
shit?
they gave us.
That's awesome.
We didn't even have bags. We just filled up our hoodie pockets with fucking candy.
Just put
and
it-
I'm just like trick or treat.
Put it in my hoodie pocket, please.
So off of the food, what is your favorite? And you gotta be careful when you answer this because this is how I'm phrasing
Kit
it.
Kat, Twix,
This is not
Pooping.
your favorite horror movie. This is your
Predator.
Shut up. This is your favorite Halloween themed movie.
Predator,
No,
Predator,
that is not a Halloween themed movie.
John
Does it have the
Carpenter
theme
Halloween.
of Halloween in
Predator.
it?
The first
Die
Halloween
Hard.
movie.
This guy.
Oh, wait,
Die
Die
Hard
Hard
is
is Christmas.
I was gonna say Die
No,
Hard
the
too, but
first
I'm like, no,
Halloween
that's
movie.
Christmas.
You cannot answer
the
any
original
other
Halloween.
Yeah, the
fucking-
original Halloween.
Wait, are you
that's
saying like
it.
a
That's it.
Halloween themed movie that is
Yes.
based around Halloween?
Yes.
Are there any?
It's
So
the
like a
fucking
Die Hard
John
of
Carpenter
Halloween kind of thing?
Do you have one in
You gotta
mind,
think
Morgan?
of
What
so
movie?
many-
give us
but there's a lot of movies that have the Halloween is one of them because it takes place
Did you
like
see Tales of
people are
Halloween?
trick or
Best
treating
one.
in it.
That's
There
the
are
best
Halloween images
Yeah,
in
it's
that.
the best
What
one.
happening
made
on
that
it.
one the best is because it had a
No,
fucking good
everything
story
made-
behind
everything
it. It
made
was
that
fucking
movie the best.
so.
It's fucking
Is there
awesome.
Like
a
Hocus Pocus. There's
is
like,
there a Halloween movie that's not a horror movie?
Hocus Pocus
the
isn't a
giant
fucking horror
pumpkin,
movie.
Snoopy. Hello.
Oh, the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah, the Great Pumpkin.
The butt
Anything with
pumpkin.
Halloween attached to it, I just lump into the horror category.
Monsters
kind of.
vs. Aliens.
what's that fucking
has
movie?
one.
Monsters vs. Aliens.
Hocus Pocus is not a Halloween
Hocus
movie.
Yeah, it
Pocus.
is.
It's a
smoked
Halloween
some crack
movie.
open.
That's
It's a
absolutely a
fucking-
Halloween.
Wait, is it a Halloween movie?
It was
Well,
based on
no.
Halloween.
It's not
I never saw
scary.
it, so
It scared me.
Well,
It doesn't have to be scary.
You gotta
Be a
think though,
Halloween
like
movie.
you got
Sarah
like
Jessica Parker is
the
in
Addams
it, so-
Family and the
damn it.
Munsters.
Well,
like there's
But
certain
those aren't Halloween
Fuck all
based.
of you. How about that? How about that?
Keep drinking,
Shut up,
Tyler.
Go
Go home,
Halloween.
Tyler.
Oh, fuck,
John
what is-
Carpenter's Halloween.
John Carpenter's The Thing.
John Carpenter's
there's
cock.
no Halloween
Ernest
concept
goes
in
to
the
camp.
thing.
That is true.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ernest goes to camp.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
That is a good Halloween.
I own that on DVD.
It's a shame that guy
You
didn't
would
go
own
and
that.
die.
I do.
He did die. He died of lung cancer.
He
it lung
used to
cancer?
smoke like 2 packs a day.
Are
He
you
died of
ready
lung
for the
cancer.
hardest question of the night?
Ooh,
Better be
yeah,
hard.
I'm so ready for that.
And I know that you guys have all been friends for a while, but what is one fun fact about yourself that you haven't told the other members in your band? They don't know about you yet.
Oh, it's.
I'm a girl.
I knew that, Steve.
Oh, okay.
I was
already
there on
knew
the
that.
day your
You
surgery.
were there. I forgot. You drove
Her
me
real
there.
name's Stephanie. Come on.
True story.
Stephanie.
Stefani.
I poop too
Oh,
much,
fun
then I get
fact
tired.
That you guys wouldn't know about me.
Oh shit! You're putting us on the spot here.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I can one hand clap, but they know that. You guys don't know that. But I think they know.
Dang.
Steve.
Did you
Unless
know
Nick
that?
forgot.
I
I forgot.
Yes,
you,
I
you,
did.
you forgot I could do that. Okay, then that counts. That's one stupid thing that they don't know.
Tyler, you go.
Tyler forgot everything because he's drunk.
Who's driving him home
Keep
tonight?
making that sound.
Not me.
Yeah, not me.
Because I'm feeling
Steve doesn't know that
A-okay.
I drink beer.
That's true. I never
When
knew
I'm
he
at
drank
home,
beer.
Why?
yeah.
You drink beer?
Yeah, I drink
I
beer.
also drink. We should drink beer together.
Yeah, really. I mean, this is why this band is perfect.
Yeah, you thought that would have happened by now. That
fun-
really is orange juice you've
Fun
been drinking.
fact.
I have a movie coming out on the.
I went to Catholic
But I knew that.
school.
You
Porn
would-
does
I
not
did not
count,
know that.
Tyler.
I went to Catholic school. Yeah,
Did
it
you
was.
say
All right,
Morgan?
that
was
totally counts.
The worst fucking couple of years of my
I
life.
did not know Nick
Those
went to
people
Catholic
are
school.
horrible.
Wow.
No
First-hand
offense,
experience.
Tyler, you have a movie coming
I
out?
do have a movie coming out.
Talk about your
Please
movie,
explain.
Tyler.
On the.
It's his second movie.
It is
yeah.
the second.
Well, the first
What?
one I've directed, but September 14th at the new 400 theaters in Chicago, I have a movie playing at 2:00 called Tabernacle that Nick did the music for.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Tabernacle.
What is this movie called?
Tabernacle.
And what is this about?
Oh, don't tell me what it's about.
It's about a pedophile.
Oh, God damn it.
I did the music and I didn't watch any of the movie because I wanted to save it all.
Yeah,
for,
Nick
the
doesn't
release.
know what it's about either.
Yeah, I don't know. Tyler gave me a general rundown of it, but I'm
So then how'd you do the music for a movie you
I
had
just
no
did the
idea?
spots
I just
where they
showed
wanted
him the
me-
scenes
He's like,
and
this
I
is
was
where I
like-
want sounds to, and I'm like, all right, boom on the keyboard, done.
And he
So,
did it.
is this? How long is the movie? When did you film it?
25 minutes. I filmed it last December.
And what is it about?
It's about a pedophile.
and how did you cast your actors?
On the
Pedophiles.
internet. On the internet.
On the
The
internet.
sexual
the dark web.
offender registry.
No,
You got him
we
on the
did-
cheap.
I did a. We created a sex offenders registry page for the movie though, because one of the actors holds up like a sex offenders registry. It's great.
Really?
And what
I can't tell if he's joking
What,
or not.
No, that's
what
true.
inspired this movie? Like, what made
Tyler's
you
a
want to
pedophile.
make
No, I'll
this?
tell you. I'll tell you exactly what
You
inspired
better
it.
tell me and stop pointing
Me-
at me. It's getting weird.
Me and she was my girlfriend at the time. She's
Oh.
my fiance now. But
Was she a pedophile?
we were watching. No, we were watching.
Did she touch you wrong, Tyler?
No, we were watching the.
Pedophile
She was
porn.
18,
that
he was
fucking
12.
No, we were
Jeez.
watching that NBC, the Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator.
Oh, why don't you have
We
a
were
seat?
watching that show.
What is going
and
on with your hands? You're getting all grabby.
He's explaining.
He's drunk. That's
Can
what he does.
I-
He does
can
the
I-
whole.
Can you let him explain?
Can I explain?
He's Italian.
Can I explain?
Yes, yes.
It's the Italian thing.
All right.
Right? You're Italian?
So we were watching
sense.
To Catch a Predator,
Gobbledygook.
and we were like, let's look up how many sexual predators are in our neighborhood, and we
Oh,
looked
weird.
them up, and we came up with the idea, like, what if a couple, like, decided to kill all the fucking sexual predators in their neighborhood, and it was sort of based on that idea.
Now it's
Oh.
spoiled for
So,
me.
are you an actor?
Why did you
in
have
this?
to ask him that?
No. Well, you'll still see
You
it, Steve.
directed
I
it?
will still see
I
it, of
did
course.
I wrote it and directed
Oh
it.
dang, James Franco over here.
And he catered it.
Nick did the music. Nick
did do
the
the
music.
And you said this is your
I
second,
did absolutely nothing in it.
your
Steve
second
didn't
movie?
do shit. He
It's
just sat
the
around and took
first
credit.
one I directed, the second one I've written.
So what happened to the first one you wrote? Did someone else direct it?
Yes.
It blew up.
What's it called?
Like, the first one's called Lakeshore Drive.
It's pretty good.
And where can I find it?
On
Internet.
Vimeo.
So when this
Pornhub.
movie debuts in the theater, are you guys having like a red carpet premiere? How's this working? When is it? How much is it?
It's a purple carpet premiere.
Ooh, I love
it's,
purple.
Free.
Purple?
It's on September 14th at 2 p.m. at the new 400 Theaters in Chicago.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Next weekend.
Nick will be there.
Yes.
Wow. Is that
Steve
next
will
weekend?
be
Yeah,
there.
that's coming up.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's 2 weekends.
It's 2 weeks?
from
It's
now.
Wait,
it's
is
next
it?
weekend, guys.
This
Whatever.
coming weekend's the 7th, and the next is the 14th.
Yeah.
14th.
So
Next-
it's
next
Less than 2
weekend.
weeks away.
14th at 2 p.m.
Math.
Oh no! I told you last night. My mom actually used to go to that theater when she was a kid. Back in
Nick's
the day.
mom used to go to that
Yeah,
theater.
it's
She
crazy.
will.
You heard
will
it here,
she be
folks.
coming again, Nick? Will she be there?
I told her about it. I don't know if she's going.
You're not bringing her as your date?
I should.
I mean, you did the music. You got to
I
bring
did do-
her.
I
She's
told
gonna
him.
be
He's
so
got a
proud
credit.
of you. You're gonna
I
make
am.
her cry.
He is
I'm
in the
not gonna
credits.
make her cry.
Nick is in the credits.
As
I am
DJ
the-
Steamed Hands.
Like yeah, I'm like
DJ
on the
Steamed
fuck. Like
Hands.
he's got the movie poster framed
Ooh,
in his
yeah.
fucking house, and it's like music by Nick Stramberg. I'm like, oh
So when-
shit, I'm famous.
So when this comes out officially after it's released, where are people going to be able to stream it and watch it?
On Vimeo.
And that's it?
Vimeo.
Now,
Yeah.
Lakeshore Drive, how long was that movie?
That was like
That was shorter,
19
wasn't it?
or 20 minutes. This one's like 24 or 25.
the dude that you got to do like the crooked cop, that guy was really fucking like.
That guy was
was a
good.
really good actor. Like
That was the last movie, though. We're talking about the new one with the pedophile.
I'm saying though, in that last movie, like
Pedophilia.
Are you submitting this to any film festivals or have you
Submitting it
already?
to several film festivals.
Is it Tabernacle 101?
No.
just regular Tabernacle.
Just
Why don't you just
Tabernacle.
ask him to send
It's
you
on
the
IMDb.
We'll send you an invite.
If
It's
you
a whole
want,
thing.
That's where I'm
if you
on
wanna look
IMDb
on
trying to find
no,
it.
it's on. It's like the first fucking.
Ken Brown?
Yes, Ken Brown. Yes,
Jesus, this guy.
He's
Are
one of
you
the
Ken
stars.
Brown, Tyler?
No, Ken Brown is one of the stars of the film.
It
He's
says
great.
completed, not yet screened.
Wait,
It is.
was-
It is. Yes.
Wasn't it the
That's
guy
correct.
in like
It's
a
screened in
commercial
2
or
weeks.
like a Sprite commercial or something?
He was in a commercial with Jimmy Kimmel.
Director, oh my God, you're famous!
Yeah, that's me.
Luco's impressed.
Oh, here's Lakeshore Drive. I'm gonna add this one too, and I'm gonna watch both your movies.
I'm
Yeah.
going to watch him.
22 minutes.
They're
says the other one.
they're pretty good.
Where can I find Lakeshore Drive? Also on Vimeo.
Vimeo, yes.
Vimeo.
If you
Pornhub.
search for it on
Pornhub.
Yeah. Pornhub.
Dude, that's awesome.
That is really cool. So how long did it take you to film and complete the whole process for this?
For Tabernacle, it was 3 days.
Tell them the story about how you got the rain effect on in the basement or
Oh
whatever.
my God.
How you
So
pissed
much
off the
money.
guy's parents.
He summoned demons and got it
So
to
much
actually rain.
money, so much bullshit. That's what making movies is about, bullshit.
Well, I remember you were telling me like you had to do the rain effect or whatever, and you
Oh,
were using
yeah,
the
it
fucking
cost so much money.
dude's parents' hose or whatever, and they're like,
That
"What
was
the
my
fuck are you
fucking
doing?"
parents.
Was that your parents' fucking?
Yeah, that was my fucking
Yeah, I remember
parents'
you were telling me
house.
about it, and they were like pissed that you're using so much
Yeah.
water or some shit.
My parents
using
didn't
all
like
the
how much
goddamn
water we
water.
were using. Yeah.
Running up my water bill.
Well, it'll all
Son of
pay
bitches.
off. You're going to be a movie star.
No, behind the
He's
scenes
famous.
movie guy.
He's famous.
One of
Play
those
the last
director
Wyrmlord
fellows.
Yay!
songs.
Hurrah!
Snarled in Rapture.
Oh yeah, that's the last one.
Oh
we gotta
yeah.
Play.
Anyway, we're in a death metal band called Wyrmlord.
Yeah.
Wyrmlord.
Don't forget to come see my movie.
And go see Tyler's movie.
September 14th at the new 400 Theaters.
That's right.
Come see my movie.
2/3 of Wyrmlord are represented in this
baby.
film.
Nick did the music. Nick did the music.
I did.
He wrote the music.
The muse.
He wrote the words.
Back.
I only had to jerk him off for it.
20 times, yeah.
Yeah, 20.
What theater is that at? I'm
The
getting all
the new 400 theaters.
The same one the last one showed at, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's in the downtown.
the downtown.
No,
what?
it's not. It's in Edgewater.
Yeah, it's in Edgewater. It's not
I
downtown.
consider
That's
that
like
downtown.
one of the furthest north in the city.
Yeah,
Fuck
it
your
is
couch.
north.
I consider
It's
it
like one of
downtown.
It is north.
All of the city's downtown.
What time is it at?
To Steve.
2
Everywhere not
p.m.
late.
September
Downtown.
14th. 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2
Get there
p.m.
at 1.
Don't
Get
be
there
hungover
early.
or due.
Get there early.
Don't be a bitch.
Get there early.
Get there at 1.
Free Bloody Marys and hand jabs.
Yes.
Nick providing.
Yep.
1 a.m.
No.
Yes.
p.m.
Oh,
Damn PM.
Do you guys have any shows booked currently?
Negative.
No, thank you. Good night.
All right,
No,
moving
we're
on to announcements. That was short and quick.
We're trying to get this goddamn album finished.
Yeah, we
It's
got
been
no
a real
shows
pain
booked.
in the ass.
We actually
but
thought
it's,
about that on the way down here. Like, oh shit, we don't have any shows to pimp out.
Yeah,
but
we don't.
Oh well, you guys will be the first.
We
to know.
will have shows to pimp out.
Come to my movie show.
We'll do more. Yeah, we're gonna pimp out Tyler's movie instead.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
We could
when
pimp out
you
music,
have
tell
all
them.
your music released, where can everybody currently find you? And then where can everybody look forward to seeing where your album will be released?
Oh fuck. That's
Well,
a good
it'll
question.
eventually be
Facebook.
everywhere because we're gonna go through CD Baby like we did with Orphanage.
Yeah, we'll get our
and-
shit on Spotify.
Yeah, we'll get it
and-
streaming everywhere.
iTunes isn't a thing anymore, is it?
Oh yeah.
It's called
Or is it called something
Apple
different?
Music, I think.
Oh,
now.
Apple Music.
But I think
Yeah.
same services everywhere's on. Right now, we're just on the Facebook. That's it.
The Facebook.
Just on Facebook.
No, we got a YouTube page too. Actually, now that
Do
I
we?
think about it, yeah.
Oh,
See, Nick
Cool.
didn't even know that.
nope.
Okay.
It's a little fun fact.
We got
about,
rehearsal footage on there, and I think that's it right now. Is we just only have like a couple rehearsal videos. But yep, that's it. We got some stuff.
Yeah, we do stuff.
We're not on the Twitter or the Gram or any of that shit.
Okay.
Maybe I should.
We
make
are on
us-
Pornhub, though.
Maybe I should make us a Gram site.
You could.
Is that what they call it now? The Gram.
The Gram. They call it the Gram.
Oh, I love Graham crackers.
Graham
back
crackers.
on
Back
this.
on the food.
Teddy Grams.
I
they
like the
make
chocolate
Teddy
Talk
Grams
ones.
anymore?
Hell yeah, they make Teddy Grams.
Teddy Grams.
I remember Teddy
The
Grams.
chocolate ones are the best.
Oh,
I
if you
remember
take a
Teddy
fucking like make a milkshake and throw some Teddy Grams up in there, holy fuck, it's good.
I think we're learning how passionate Nick is about food. this
Oh
evening.
yeah, oh yeah.
You should hang out with Luca more.
We should
Luca
make a
loves
cooking
food.
podcast.
Yeah.
Luco.
The cookie.
Are you
down.
still there, Luco?
I'm looking up Lakeshore Drive short film.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
watching it right now.
Well, there's some announcements before next week's show that we want to get through real quick. Just a few shows to look forward to and a few announcements. Since we didn't have a show last week because it was my brother's birthday, our friends,
Friends
in Dead Man's Hands, still making music and still rocking out. They will be playing with Jackal at the Forge this week, September 6th.
Jackal?
Jackal,
Like
still
the-
around.
I
Yes.
feel the sun,
baby. That very same.
Wow, go them.
Our friends in the Eldritch Grimoire are playing Saturday, September 7th with Sea of Treachery at the Cobra Lounge. You can hit them up for tickets. They still have a few left. Make sure that you hit them up for more information. Our friends in Speaking with Ghosts released an album earlier last month, well, toward the end of last month, called Into the Gray, and it is officially hitting over 100,000 streams on
What?
Spotify.
Dang,
They're currently
son.
on tour with Upon a Burning Body.
A pot of birding.
Upon a
pot
Burning
of
Body. The
burning
EP is
body.
awesome.
A pot of burning potty.
Let's not make fun of that. But yes, the album is awesome. Check it out now.
What band?
Speaking with Ghosts.
Cool. Tight.
There is a band called Rock Recycler looking for a keyboardist. They are looking to rehearse in Lamont. It is pop into rock remakes. They do stuff from Billy Idol, Def Leppard, Poison, and Bon Jovi,
I love Billy
and
Idol.
more.
I
So make
love
sure you hit up
Bon
Rock
Jovi.
Recycler for more information. Our friends in Tonson are playing with V for Villains at Bottom Lounge this coming Saturday.
Aren't half those guys in that band?
And Codename Phoenix. All ages, $10. Our friends in Extraction Point playing September 7th in Piatone with Territory, Heist of the Century, FN Epic, Kinetic Damage. I think that's a damage. Okay, and Reckless Inc. and Johnny Try Hard. And Barn Burner. Holy shit, that's a lot of people. Music starts at 3 though. That makes sense. Rain or shine. So
Wait, what does it mean? Is it an outside venue?
it's called Barn Burner 2019. So I don't
Wait,
know.
there's a lot of people in the band, or
No, there's a ton of bands playing.
Why would it matter if it's rain or shine? If it's an indoor place.
because it's still
Rain or
wants people to
shine.
come
I
out.
mean, we're inside,
I
but
think
rain or
it's,
shine
just a
regardless.
turn of
Anyway,
phrase.
the official Forever Death Fest lineup with headliners has been announced. This is going
Real
on
quick.
December.
Is
Real
this
quick. This is
a
why
rain
this
or
goes
shine?
on too quickly.
Is this a rain or shine also show?
This is snow or nothing.
Snow
Snow
or
or
rain
nothing.
or shine or sleet.
So, December 6th and 7th is going to be at the Beat Kitchen for Forever Death Fest. Some of the bands playing here is the large lineup: Inner Decay, Bloodletter, Everything Must Die, Inebrium, Snow Burial, Reaping Asmodia, Macabre, Huntsman, Beyond Death, Broken Hope, The Skull, Matiana, Glory Hold
Yes.
Guillotine?
Nice.
I think that's what
Glory
it's
Hold
called.
Guillotine.
Glory Hold Guillotine.
That's about
Glory
chopping
Hold
wieners.
Guillotine?
Yes.
It's about chopping wieners, Morgie.
That is
brutal.
That's the
totally.
best fucking band name.
But anyway, there's a ton of awesome bands playing Forever Death Fest this year. 2-day passes are going for $40 in advance, $50 at the door. Just Friday show is $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Same for Saturday. So make sure you get your tickets in advance to make it out to the Beat Kitchen. Last year's lineup was awesome. This year's lineup is
Also
pretty brutal.
awesome?
Yeah, pretty brutal as well. The pre-party is going to be December 5th at Cobra Lounge, so make sure you show up to that as well. I Love Rich is still a band that's around that's been on our show. They're pretty awesome. September 6th, they're going to be playing at the Liars Club, and they will be playing with the Fast Plants and the Mons.
Funny story about when they were on the show.
It's one guy.
Rich from I Love Rich came on, and like we called the other guys in the band, and he's like, "Dude, you didn't tell us there was a podcast." He's like, "Oh, yeah." I was wondering why no one else showed up with me.
Oh my gosh.
So it
That's
was just
hilarious.
Rich.
It was weird.
That's funny.
Anyway, Through and Through have a brand new album coming out. They are proud to announce Our Side. That is coming out very soon. Look forward to hearing that. Through and Through has been on our show a couple times. Sinister Fate is looking for a multi-instrumentalist to play synth and rhythm guitar. Must be dependable, have own equipment, transportation, and obviously be serious about the opportunity.
Dang, I
They
could
practice
do that.
on Sundays, and they gig
must also be a chick.
regularly.
damn it.
Samples of work in both areas are a plus, and you can direct message them for more information. What? And then From Those Ashes put out a new EP called Dawn Ascending. You can hear that on Spotify and Bandcamp. They have CDs available at their shows if you are interested in getting a copy. And I think besides our show, September 21st, we officially have posters hanging up in Fitz's Spare Keys, our official headquarters, as well as promoting that we're finally here. So September 21st is our second show that we are sponsoring at our official headquarters. Officially, the lineup is Scathing Torment.
Officially,
Yep. Fate to Suffer.
rain or shine. Officially,
Sleet or slush.
Sleet or sluts.
Evelide and Extraction Point are all going to be playing at $7 cover, and doors are at 7, and it starts at 8. So the show is 17 and up, and then afterwards it's 21 and up after 11.
I
So
mean, but it's a bar, so you can
it's a
come
bar.
whenever.
There's food,
Oh,
there's
I can
drinks,
come whenever
there's
I
good
want.
time.
Keyword.
I'll
can
be
come whenever.
the MC
I
for the
synced it.
evening. It'll be really fun. It's going to be awesome. So come out and join us. There's a bunch of bands that are playing that we haven't had the opportunity to see yet. And it's going to be fun to meet a bunch of people that we haven't met yet. So I'm excited to see these bands because they haven't all been playing shows for long. So it's a great opportunity for them to play in front of new people.
Rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
Officially.
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 Yeah. So that's what we got going on. Next week, they're debuting music for the first time
Officially?
on our show. Officially.
Unofficially.
Unofficially.
They haven't played very many shows. We've had a few people on that are in the band coming out next week. They used to be in a band called When Night Falls. They are now called Autumn Leaves because it's only a couple members
Wait,
of
Autumn
When Night
Leaves?
Falls. Autumn Leaves. Like
It's a jazz song.
Autumn Leaves. Well, maybe they're jazzish.
Oh,
I don't know.
fuck yeah.
But they are
Officially.
working on putting together their music to play on our show next week. So you can come out and hang out with us officially at Fitz's Spare Keys.
Or unofficially, whatever floats your boat.
8 p.m. till about 11-ish.
Self-officially.
Rain or shine.
Officially, we will be here.
Rain or shine. We'll be
Pseudo
here.
officially.
Yes. we will be here with Autumn Leaves. So that's all I got. Officially, I'm done.
Rain or shine.
So we've got one Wyrmlord track left to play for tonight.
Or do we?
Oh, we do.
I don't know.
Right?
Are we playing the song?
What? Oh, wait, yeah, we got Snarled. We got to play Snarled for him.
Snarled.
Snarled and Rapture.
Wyrmlord.
Wyrmlord.
So what is the last track called, and what is it about?
Snarled and Rapture, and it's about being snarled in a rapture.
I have no idea what that means.
That's pretty
I
much
don't
it.
either.
I
That's
don't
pretty
either.
much the song.
So how did you get the snarled part?
You gotta ask these two guys.
Steve wrote it.
You wrote it?
Yeah,
I wrote a riff in that song.
I just went on a thesaurus and looked
I
up
wrote most of the
different
riffs.
evil-sounding words.
Snarled in a thesaurus.
Steve wrote the lyrics. I wrote the riffs. Nick wrote one riff.
Elmo wrote the music, and Elmo wrote the words.
So what does it mean? What's it about?
I don't know.
See, these guys have no premises to their song.
It's death metal. Who cares?
It's about
I took time to make my fucking lyrics mean something, Steve.
I don't
So
know.
what are your lyrics about?
My lyrics?
Yes.
The sleep paralysis one.
That's it?
Yeah.
He's got another song coming. It's
Yep.
just in the works.
It's going to be about the Wendigo. It's basically a spirit in the...
Spoilers.
Oh.
I know we just started watching. We just watched Supernatural. We just are finishing
isn't
season
it,
1.
I saw the first 4 seasons of that,
Hannibal.
which were good.
Oh, Hannibal.
Cantable.
Well,
the song's about getting pussy.
Yeah, baby. Getting pussy and doing
Me and
blow.
Tyler, for real, just looked up evil words and put them together. It's
evil words
Wh-
for
like,
pussy.
Yeah, that's right. We're not just being smart asses. It's when you ask us what the songs are about, they're really just
about pussy.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Well, I don't know.
Tyler
a
sings this
single
one just like
word
that.
in that phrase that means pussy, but
This
Snarled
new
in
song,
Rapture. Use your imagination.
It's about pussy.
it sounds like the movie Teeth.
It sounds like the movie Pussy.
That's Tyler's next short film.
Is there a
It's
movie
just
called Pussy?
Called Pussy.
Yeah, there will be.
I'm really excited to see your movies.
To see his pussy?
It's called Pussy.
I'm really excited to see your pussy.
It is pretty fantastic.
It's a deep pussy.
Oh man, how
But
much does it
very
take to
tight.
bottom? How much does it take to bottom you out?
A lot.
13 or 14 inches.
Here's the
Tyler
final track
hasn't
of
been
the
drinking
night.
at all.
I'm cutting it off here.
As you should.
Snarled and
Well,
Rapture.
Thank
The
you.
last track
Hey, thank
for
you
my
guys.
friends in Wyrmlord.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
having
guys.
our
Yes,
pussy.
thank
I don't know
so
how
much.
many
We
times
love
I can
you.
listen to that word be
Pussy.
repeated. But,
We are Wyrmlord.
Pussy.
excited
For the real.
to hear
Thank you so much.
the whole album.
We
come
love
out
you
Why,
guys.
thank you,
eventually.
thank you.
You are
Love
so
being here.
sexy,
Yeah,
both
you guys
of you.
are fun as always.
All right, here we go.
Pussy.
For real this time, officially. Here
Officially.
is
There it is.
Snarled in Rapture.
Pussy.
extra strong.